Alright, good morning, gang. I'm back. Apparently this is all I do now. I make videos now analyzing trailers, and then I disappear for 2 years, and then I come back to analyze new trailers. So they posted this, Nintendo hates me, and announced this when I was at work. So I'm back from work, so now we can ball. So if you don't know, Octopath Traveler 0 was recently announced in the most recent Nintendo partner showcase. We're just gonna get into it. Like, it's pretty simple.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother.
Okay, so a few things interesting here. So we'll first start talking. Oh, okay, hold on.
Of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
Okay, so that whole like little sequence, intro sequence talking about Orsa, the mother of all, is referenced in Champions of the Continent. So this whole game is like, I guess we can run through it once. Here, let's run through it once.
Are you heading out on your journey? Yes. I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready.
We've come to join your little lighting ceremony.
You have a death wish?
Wishville. I wish I could see everyone here, laughing and smiling just one more time. Are you going to rebuild Wishville? Or are you going to find the people who took our home from us?
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera. Octopath Traveler 0 is available on December 4th, 2025.
Okay, so overall view, right? This game takes place in the setting of Champions of the Continent. It's got the villains, Tytos. I guess, I don't know, spoilers for the mobile game that's been out for like years at this point. But yeah, we're gonna go into that. So I guess if you don't want story spoilers for Champions of the Continent, you should. I don't know. I think this whole video is gonna be spoilers. I'm sorry. So maybe just leave. Might not all be spoilers, but it's gonna be a lot. I feel like there's like if I wanted to discuss things in depth, I'm gonna have to talk about the story of COTC. So if you don't want to avoid that, you can do that, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, everyone else. So the three main villains of Champions of the Continent, right? The Master of Fame, Power, and Wealth. August, Tytos, and Herminia are here. We have Tytos's castle in Emberglow. We're on the boat. Here, can I get like better quality? That's what I'm talking about. Show me. Well, I don't think my monitor can even support that, but whatever. Sure. We have Sir Sazantos, the Flame Guard. Might not be him, but I don't know who else with the white hair and the braid and the long white hair and the cape and being in a church. Like, it just kind of feels like it's Sazantos. Also, these are like literal maps. This is the map outside of Emberglow, I'm pretty sure. It's in Champions of the Continent or Stera, right? And at the beginning, here, let's go.
Was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa.
So, talking about Orsa, the mother of all, is another key part of Champions of the Continent. This is like bestower of all level of story, but and focusing on the middle of
Mother
Orstera.
of all.
This island right here.
She created
so
our
to
world.
zoom out on this map, right? So like for those that are unfamiliar, this is interesting. We'll get to that, I guess. Maybe it's not that important, but I don't know. So basically, for those that are unfamiliar, right? Those that haven't played Champions of the Continent or maybe haven't really like done too much with it, might not know what's going on here. But this is the Isle of Orsa, which is really important to the story of COTC. It's where the Ring Maidens live, and the Flame Guard visits. Wait, are they Ring Maidens or are they just maidens? I forget. But basically they're like yeah, basically they all serve like the different gods and whatnot here, and it's like a pivotal point, especially Agapega. So that's what this island is, presumably, that they're zooming in on. So
Of Orsa.
actually, yeah, I think this might be the island you travel to first, and this might be Agapega. Agapea? I forget how you spell it, or how it's spelled, or how it's pronounced, anything like that. But yeah, this, so it's likely that we're gonna see like a good amount from like that like bestower of all section of COTC in this. So that's interesting because this is like an end game location more or less in terms of the continent, in terms of the story. It's yeah. So we have this, which is brand new section. This is, I mean, it might be just a retextured version, but this looks very significantly new. Probably, I would imagine the woodlands, or maybe I mean, it's not very flat, but this could be the flatlands, I guess. Maybe the riverlands as well. Like, I don't know, the 3 green areas. But this, I feel like this is just like new section of the woodlands. But there's a squirrel. So they do the fun little thing where they add people to the party as you transition through things, but you start off with the main character, and then you add more characters in as they move on. They come to the outside of Sunshade area.
Are you heading out?
So character customization, so they really like zoom through this, but you can choose like, let's see, for all you character customizers, you can choose your physique, you can choose your face and eye color, your hairstyle and hair color, from these wonderful 8 selections. You can also finally have the first black character in an Octopath game. Not the first, we've had Bargello and yeah, anyways. But that's good. So all this customization for stuff. I mean, I'm not like big on self-insert characters, so that's kind of whatever for me. But this is interesting because we have some stuff. I think this is learned skill. We have like a little bit like a skill menu over here. So first of all, we have stats. I would assume this is at level 1. So 300 max HP, 45 SP. Like so obviously a physical attacker here. Right, that makes sense. Most of the time, your main character is going to be some kind of a warrior of sorts, because it's just like the very basic class. Notably, 88 speed. That's I'm just saying, this guy could be pretty good with Abers. So we have twin shot mastery. I think this. I'm gonna like. I feel like the obvious answer is just be like, yeah, they're a warrior, but from the angle they're looking at, I want to also just say like they're using a sword here. Favorite, remember duel? I don't know, this is wish, I think. So there might be like a special skill, and as the main character they have a special skill to wish for different stuff. There's a promise charm, a fighter's wristband, a sacred flame charm. This might say belongings, but this could also just, like, I feel like these are like accessories maybe, because like you have a charm, wristband. So maybe this fighter's wristband is why they have so much physical attack. So maybe at a baseline they have more balanced levels, but yeah, we see like twin shot mastery is as maybe a learned skill. So it's interesting. Oh wait, yeah, it was here. Appearance, learned skill, favorite dish. I see. What is a wish then? What the hell? And then belongings. Okay, so maybe this is like stuff that you can change about your main character to make it more of a unique experience for yourself, which could be cool. I can see people like fear of like missing outing and like having a difficult time creating a character, but I think this also allows for a lot of like creative expression with like your character, or at least like skill expression in terms of like if you want to do like challenge runs and stuff like that. I hope that there isn't just like a step ahead or something like dumb in this, but it could be cool. It could be really cool depending on like how much you can do. Maybe this is something that like as you play through the game on like future playthroughs you unlock new learned skills and stuff like that. Although that might like kind of ruin the experience of like a story-based game, so it's interesting to see like they have different ways that they could like go about it, right? So this is kind of interesting.
I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready.
This is interesting. Also, there's this old man who appears to be the narrator, right?
Heading out on your journey. Yes, I suppose the time is right.
The narrator here, right? I'm gonna assume it's this old man because like
You're finally ready.
we have this like cinematic scene, and then he's heading out right on his journey, or the character's heading out on their journey, and this old person is right here. I think it's possible that this person is either Finis or related to Finis in some way. So Finis is another character, real character by the way, for all us non. So anyone who hasn't played the mobile game, you're kind of in for a fun time right now. So Finis is a character in the mobile game, and if you ever load up the mobile game and you have a little like cutscene where you use the Ring of Aelfric to do the gacha pull, right, and you get your first like 5-star character, he is the one that's there guiding you through the process. He also you actually like, do you meet him? Dude, it's been so long since I played like Bestower of All. It's been like literal like a year. It's been like more than a year, I think. I don't remember. Basically, Finis is like involved as an actual character. He exists. Finis and Orsa are the parents of the gods, I think. Essentially, or at least like they're both like the oh, I might be wrong. Actually, I don't want to give misinfo. Basically, Finis is like is another godly being, kind of like among the power of the other gods of Orstera, right? Like Aelfric. I almost said Throne. Aber, Aelfric, Abers, Alethans. You know the like Brand and etc. But he also he blows. Like he's really weak. He's a fraud. He just like gets shoved over and like dies, I think. I forget. Don't come to look up a synopsis of the story. I'm sorry. I forget. But
We've come to...
Okay, so interesting thing here, right? So they talk about the town. So Tytos is a menace. Interesting thing to note, English voice acting. So we've never had English voice acting in COTC. Right? It's all been Japanese voice acting because the game simply was ported from the Japanese servers to the English servers and all the other servers as well. There's no special voice acting that happened. It's all Japanese characters. Japanese voices for the characters, right? But
Join your little lighting ceremony.
we now have an English voice actor for Tytos, which means that we're probably also going to get English voice actors for other characters in COTC. You know, like August. I wonder if he can stand up to the parade, or to the level of the marvelous Japanese voice actor. I hope so. It would be really disappointing if it was kind of mid, but I hope it'll be good. Anyways, so we have Tytos. For those that don't know, Tytos is the Master of Power, and he's got his Scarlet Wing group of people. Basically an army, basically a personal army. The story of Tytos is that he was basically a hero of Emberglow. He like saved them from a monster invasion, and basically everyone loves him, so he kind of like runs the town. But he just kind of got bored, and was then like corrupted. I think he might have used the ring. I forget when the ring was given to him, but there's this ring of the Thunderbrand, the Thunderblade, the ring of the Thunderblade, which is Brand's ring. And basically when humans hold the rings of the gods, they are usually corrupted by their desires. And so for some reason the main character in COTC isn't, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, basically all of the main enemies, or all the main villains of COTC are like corrupted by their desires and like corrupted by the rings. So Tytos has a desire for power, right? So he's the Master of Power. He basically rules over Emberglow, and he has a personal army because the people love him and they just give it to him, right? And so here he is being a menace and setting up this town on fire. Wait, is this? No. I don't think I'm gonna yap while I load up the game because I feel like this is a location in COTC because of the banners. Basically, yeah, this is interesting. So we see a lot of the like original characters. So a lot of these are original sprites. Like we see like a classic duo over here of and these are like classic NPC sprites. But a lot of these are custom sprites. These might be characters, like playable characters in the game, or they could just like have crazy high quality NPCs, which I'm gonna assume it's the former, especially because of the one scene that we get a little further down. But we'll get there. We then see so the main character is standing up. This kind of implies.
You have a death wish?
To me, maybe it doesn't, but I feel like it kind of implies that this is where like the NPC, like these characters are like meeting the main character because they're like, "What's wrong with you? Why would you ever go against Tytos and the Scarlet Wings?" Oh wait, actually, are they called the Scarlet Wings from the beginning? Yeah, the Knights are. Oh, hold on, wait. Okay, so the Knights are Dante Garrison. They're like. Wait, no. Wasn't there a city that they like attacked and we had to go and like help people? I'm trying to remember this game's story, and it's been like literal years, since I've done anything. Or since I played like Master of Power. Dude, it's literally been like 3 years. Since I played Master of Power. But I have a feeling that this No, it might I don't think it is actually. If someone finds more information, let me know. But yeah, I feel like because Wishvale has never been like mentioned in COTC. I don't think as like a location, which is the name of the town. But also that might be because that's the name of like the new town and not like the old town that got put on fire. Anyways, I feel like this is where the NPCs meet the character because they're like, "What are you doing?" But this also could just be like a friend looking out for another friend, being like, "Dog, don't deal with them. We should just run away." But of course we're built different. Yeah, Wishvale is the name of the old town. Okay, wait, yeah. We see we have. Oh, that's right. We see we have a tavern. So, you know, we still have the classic. I don't see many other things. We see the banners, which is probably just the Scarlet Wings. Wait, are they called the Scarlet Wings from the beginning? Or are they called like something else? Wait, can I view like a story log? Because I know they're called Scarlet Wings in the most like recent story stuff. But that might be because like they changed after Tytos died to like something else. Story log. Master of Power. Recollect. Can I get like why am I okay, these are not helpful. To the Knights of Dante in the Flatlands. Put the incident to Del Norte. These are all not helpful. Okay, well, I guess we'll figure that out later. But anyways, yeah, so basically, Tytos' army, probably just said, like, eat shit, and then, like, destroyed this, real Cassie Chapter 3 moment, you know what I mean? So, I see the church, the house, this is kind of similar, this might just be, like, guy who's only seen one town before in his life, sees another town and says getting a lot of Nameless Town vibes from this, but this does feel very similar in shape to the Nameless Town, mainly because there's like a church on a hill. But actually this kind of, it's got like a, oh actually it has like a maybe, is this a cemetery in the back? And they have a well over here. This could be interesting. interesting things. So we have a lot of like, yeah, obviously just like destroyed things, but these are probably like obviously like buildings. So
I could see everyone here laughing and smiling.
And obviously, you know,
Just
we got our,
one more time.
we got our town sim section, paved roads, greenery, small stuff, statues, and then facilities. Opening trade routes. So town level 4. You also see there's a you can't hold on, wait.
Are you going to reap?
Oh yeah, we can kind of see the top, right?
Just
right?
one more time.
Place
Are
42
you
out of
going to
120,
read
so
it?
there's probably, I imagine, as you level up the town, maybe you get more placements options and stuff like that. Progress to the side story, rekindling the flame. So, the flame bearer's ring, or the flame bringer's ring bearer, whatever. The Aelfric's ring is probably a little bit, maybe that's involved here, because obviously the ring of Aelfric, because the rings of the gods are very prevalent in Champions of the Continent. As I said, like for those that don't know, right? So Tytos has the ring of Brand, and the main character has the ring of Aelfric, and every main villain has a ring of a god. So August has the ring of the thief, the Prince of Thieves. Herminia has the ring of the Huntress. Pardus has the ring of the Scholar King. Tatlock has the ring of the Lady of Grace. Oska has the ring of the I don't know. So it's like bestower of it's yeah. So bestower of power has a ring, bestower of wealth has a ring, and then bestower of fame also has rings, right? So like, and then you have the bestower of all, who doesn't have. Wait, no, they don't have the ring of Elfrix. But we'll just pretend like they do. Well, no, because that would actually like change a lot of things. When the like main villain of the game gets access to the gacha system and pulls all the limited characters. And this is interesting too. I think it's like houses a number of people, right? So we can probably A to house. Yeah, so you can house and add like people to the house, and that can like get more characters in. We can also see a smithy. I believe this is a weapon shop. This could be an item shop, right? Provisionary shop. I think this is a weapon shop. We have the weapons outside in the red things. That's pretty cool. So that's like standard town stuff that we can imagine.
Wishvale?
That game. Oh, baby! Alright, let's talk about it. So, first of all, we have our classic Octopath combat system. The enemies have shields, they have weaknesses, they get hit by a sword attack, they lose their shield. Secondly, we have, here, let's see if we have a cleaner shot. Primrose Hazelheart is in the game, so that's how you know it's a good video game, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. So, with this, that's actually, so we can see actually that we have the 8-people battle, 8 character battle system from Champions of the Continent. So I think like some people have been asking for this, some people haven't been. I don't really know. I think it'll be interesting because there's a lot of characters that you can unlock in this game. What I'm interested in is this latent power-esque gauge on the sides. I wish I could like zoom in. Here, you know, we don't need to worry about the Ariane's thing. Here, okay. Well, I guess we don't need to really zoom in, but we can just like sort of see. So, some of the characters, not all of them. So, it looks like all of the 8 do. You can kind of see Therion's underneath the watch later if you like squint really hard. But all the characters, besides this cleric, don't have some sort of latent power symbol that we see in Octopath 2, where they have like a this sort of diamond shape with partially filled, like with different symbols that can be like filled up. So we can see that like our main character here has a unique yellow symbol that's halfway filled. This with this character who has a different job. So we can see that every character has a job icon, but they actually don't have. So they don't have their weapons. These are the job icons from Octopath 1. Right? But obviously including this, right? Now, you might be tempted to think that this is like Apothecary, but I can actually see, let's see, we're at 49 right now. So, let's see. Do we show it? It's somewhere, though. Somewhere we have an actual Apothecary, so we can see the actual Apothecary icon. I guess it's here. Yeah, right here. So you can see the actual Apothecary icon, and it's different than this. So we do have 9 jobs in this game, at least right now. There could be more. But...
Are you going to find...
Interesting. Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. So.
Time. Are you going to rebuild Wishvale? Or
So, actually, this is something I didn't notice. So this has a little animation around it. So you can see that this latent power icon has. I mean, these might not be latent powers, but given that, even in COTC, like when they're not on the Octopath 2 characters, like there's still a like a latent power-esque system in the game. That was added for Octopath 2 characters, but then just continued as like a mechanic. It's still called latent powers, so I'm just gonna call these latent powers until we get a new name, and then I'll move over to using that, right? But first of all, oh, hold on, wait, we gotta. I really like the design. Oh. The design of these guys are actually cool itself. When I first saw this, I thought we got like Osuka in the game. But he just looks cool. But yeah, no, I like the designs for some of the characters so far that we've seen. But we can see sort of like this has like a yellow or a white outline on it. Same with this full one, but not with this like partially full one, like mostly empty one, right? Now, what I'm curious to see is if breaking the enemy charges the gauge more. Oh wait, actually here. So we can kind of like. It doesn't look like the gauge. Oh wait, maybe it does. It's kind of hard to tell. Because like right now it's kind of like right below like it's right at this like connection point, right? Like it's right at this like overlap point between the bottom circle and like the middle circle, like the bottom right and the middle circle, right? So if we move forward, I feel like it doesn't move.
going to find
Which is like weird. So I guess I'm not sure. Also, they got camera angles again. This is crazy.
to find people.
Also, I love this. So this is Tressa's call for help. So we can see that she also has a latent power icon. We can also see that. I guess hold on. Well, what we can do actually is see that this guy is a hunter. This blonde person is a hunter. And then this character is the smithy class or whatever.
Going to find people who
But
took
also,
our home from us.
I love Tressa's animations though. We'll get to this. We'll get to this one. Okay, move back. I promise. Me moving back frame by frame, trying to get like literally anything done. I love Tressa cheering on the hired help. It's awesome. She also like whistles for them and like turns around and like spins. Hold on, wait.
People who took our home from us.
I don't know. That's just awesome. So we don't see the enemy's weakness here, unfortunately. But I'm gonna assume that it's kind of similar to Tressa's ultimate in Chambers of the Continent. It just hits like once for every hired help type. So it starts with sword, and then axe, and then dagger, and then like light. We don't see the rest of the attacks though.
Took our home from us.
We only see one attack, which I'm pretty sure is a sword. But like whatever. Yeah. So interesting here, Tressa has what even is this icon? We have SP regen, right? That's pretty obvious. But this might be like SP cost. It's got the magic icon, right? So like I initially kind of think it might be something like elemental attack, but I feel like this is the icon used for like half SP cost. Let me find Sophia. Cause I just have the game pulled up right now, so I might as well. Oh, it is. It is. How do I show this? Oh, I could. No, that would. Okay. Okay. So. Here, wait. Let's do this. Okay, I'll throw this in my Discord and then I'll pull it up on my computer. But yeah, so this is Tressa, which is interesting. Actually, wait. Oh, why am I pulling up Sophia? I could just pull up Tressa. Tressa has the same. It's Tressa's passive from Champions of the Continent. So Tressa has a passive for Hang Tough, but she also has a passive for lowering SP consumption. Here, let me do this. And then I'll do this. And I will pull this up. Open in browser, please. Cool. So this is Tressa's Champions of the Continent. Her passives are Hang Tough and Hail half SP, which is interesting. So it's not SP regen, but at full HP lowers own SP control by 50%. You can see this is like the same icon as this right here. That's interesting. It's like because this is also Call for Help is literally what I was talking about, right? So this is her ultimate. So this could be like that her like kit and her skills and passives and abilities and stuff like that are like more directly taken from COTC than like Octopath 1 Merchant, right? Because these are a bit more I feel like these are a bit more like personalized to Tressa versus Octopath 1 Merchant, which could be used by like any Octopath character in Octopath 1 at least, right? So I feel like this makes sense.
People who took our home from us.
Okay, so we get to see something fun. So, for those unaware of my my tendencies and my shenanigans, I have a rather strong opinion about the skill BP boost in Octopath Traveler 2, which is a full copy from the skill BP boost from Octopath Traveler 1. What this skill does, for the uninformed, for those who have been blessed enough to not have to deal with it, what the skill does is, at the end of the turn, right? When you would gain 1 BP, right? If you would gain 1 BP by not boosting, right? How the mechanic works, you would instead gain 2 BP, which is pretty cool. However, it doesn't do anything if you boost that turn. So if you would not gain any BP, it doesn't like do anything. It just like increases the natural BP gain from 1 to 2, which is ass. The more you look at it and the more you realize like how bad it actually is, because you need to spend BP and then like it loses value. It's terrible. COTC has been doing BP regen correctly, very well even, for like the past 5 years. So, or whenever, I think it came out in 2020, or maybe 2019. In the Japanese server, I forget exactly when. Actually, I guess I can learn that. Who cares? But yeah, it's been doing that for a while. Basically, it just, you regen 1 BP at the end of the turn, and then if you get natural BP at the end, you also get that, and if you don't, you don't. And it's just really good because it lets you max boost 2 turns in a row without having to like purposefully funnel BP into a character. And as we can see, this character gives BP recovery up. So this is my new favorite character in the game. This new class, right? They are my favorite. This is fantastic. First of all, front row. So level 3 gives 6 turns of BP regen. It also doesn't cost any BP. That's actually wait. This is actually really
People who took our home from us.
So level 3 means that it would be boosted twice, right? You have level 1, 0 BP, 2, 1 BP, 3, 2 BPs, 4, or max boost, right? Like 3 BP. But we can see actually that they're still at 5 BP. So they haven't used any BP. They also have a latent power active, which means this could be similar to what we see in Champions of the Continent. I believe it's first introduced with Particio, whose latent power had to like be derived from Octo 2, but like be unique enough for COTC and like good enough for COTC, because power creep is pretty big in that game right now. Where basically he has his ability affects all merchants, right? But for this example, let's just look at like what it does to him. which is the fact that you're able to use BP, right? So you're able to boost without actually losing the BP that you spent. I just realized something. Well, let's finish this thought first. But yeah. So basically, I wonder if maybe this character has a similar ability within their latent power, or maybe it's a passive that they use, or maybe it's like an effect they have currently. It's like a one-time use thing that just doesn't show up on the buff icons for whatever reason. But interesting that they're boosting here without spending BP. Also for they're from one turn, right? They had one turn of BP regen here. Yeah, one turn BP regen, and then it became 7. So that's +6. So that's what, like 2, 4, 6? Yeah. Probably, if I had to guess. 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe. But I want to bring attention to this icon right here. So this is the double cast icon in COTC. So for those unaware of C2C, Octo 1 Aelfrix, right? When you cast a skill, cast it again. This is very prevalent in Champions of the Continent because it's a great way for characters to double their damage. They also made a mistake of giving it like to certain characters early on, and then became kind of a staple for like every good damage dealer has to have like some form of double cast, or else they're like cooked. Now they got like triple cast in the game. It's a whole mess. Anyways, Cyrus does not get double cast in COTC. He gets a self-potency buff that's like similar to like Elemental Aid, the sorcerer skill, where it like doubles your SP cost, but it like gives you a 50% damage bonus. He has that in an active skill. The active skill makes him use 1.5x. 1.5x? Is it 1.5x or two times? But it makes him use more SP for a 50% potency buff. Pursuit of Technical Theory. It is 50%. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so you use 50% more SP for a 50% damage boost. Well, potency buff. They're different. But he doesn't get dual cast, which is interesting that they have this icon. Now, this might just be an early beta thing, or an early gameplay development thing, right? I think we've seen that a couple times in the Octopath 2 trailers. There was one spear that inflicted like 5 turns of blind on the first hit and then nothing else, and I like kind of talked about that for a bit of like it's maybe a low chance to inflict 5 turns, which is kind of weird. But that didn't make it to the full game. I think that spear does something different. I think it's like a wait, actually no, I'm thinking of a different one. I don't know what it does actually. I don't know. I remember the sprite that it had, but I forget exactly what it does. Anyways, yeah, so this could be like something different. This could be a dev build, right? I think there was also I tried to make a point of like all the characters having like durationless HP and SP regen, but they didn't like it. Like that wasn't like a thing. Like maybe there were like some support skills or some like equipment that you could do for a character, and like they probably just duped a lot of those regen stuff, or maybe they had like a dev thing that like regen your full HP at the end of your turn or whatever. Like so they might just have a dev tool that gives Cyrus dual cast, or Cyrus could get dual cast as a passive ability, which really makes it think maybe it's tied to the latent power. Maybe if the latent power is fully gauged, he gets, or fully charged, he gets like a dual cast buff. That could be wild. That could be insane. So here we have Sazantos, the Flamebringer, the Flame Guard. He's a pretty important story character. You meet him in Master of All, at least the end of Master of All, in COTC, and he becomes a very prevalent character in the Bestower of Fame storyline. And I don't think he really shows up in the other Bestower storylines, like Bestower of Power and Bestower of Wealth. Yeah, he's not in Power. I know he's not in Wealth, but I don't think he's in Power. But he is like very like a main character in Bestower of Fame and Bestower of All. But yeah, so it's interesting to see him here. He's a very prevalent character in COTC.
Witness it.
We have the 3 villains.
Tale of beginning.
We have, so this one's interesting. So CFTC spoilers, pretty major spoilers actually. So if you kind of care about this game's story, I don't know, skip until like you don't see this frame until you see like the other frame. When we get to this part, skip to there. So this is like probably the heaven space, which is the location of the last 2 chapters of Bestower of All. I don't really know what to talk about this, but seeing this frame, is really interesting because that means we're gonna go like deep down the rabbit hole of Champions of the Continent lore, or like the storyline, the COTC storyline. Like we just bookended like the whole game. Like we bookended the game with like the starting villains, and then like, well, there's that, and then like the end. This is like, if we think about it in terms of like, these are the first like 9, the first like I guess 9 chapters, right? Because you have like chapter 1, 2, 3. Then you have 8 chapters of Master of All. Then 9 chapters of the Bestower series, so Bestower of Power, Wealth, Fame, right? And then you have 8 chapters of Master of All. So this is the end of the 8 chapters of Bestower of All. Sorry, the end of the 8 chapters of Bestower of All. I guess there weren't really that much spoilers actually. My bad. You can go back if you want. Oh, they can't hear me. No. Okay, so this is, yeah, this just means a lot. This means that we're gonna like, which is interesting because we only got to the heaven space. Okay, actually there will be spoilers. Sorry if you skip to this part and you're like, oh, there's not spoilers. Thank God. No, I've changed my mind. We're talking about spoilers again. Go away. But if this is the case, so we only access the heaven space. Technically, we can still access it in game, but we originally accessed it because so Xantos like cleared the world of us, and like wiped the continents of like memories of the main character and of their like desires or whatever. It's still like stupid. Don't worry about it. Like, if people didn't have desires, they wouldn't have done anything, but they were doing things, they just were nice about it, so whatever, right? They're just dumb. But we originally only got to the heaven space because of that. And then we like, yeah, we traveled to Agapeia. Is there a G in it? I have the game pulled up. I can just look. Agapega? Is it Agapega? Nope. Agapeia. Agape. There's a P. It's PEA. You know, like the food, the green food, the P. Anyways, so Agapeia, which brings us to the Shrine Maidens. Shrine Maidens. That's their name. I could call them Ring Maidens. No, the home of the Shrine Maidens, and then we have like a battle with Aelfric. The game's wild, by the way. And then that gives us access to the heavens, which is where we then go and confront Xantos, right? So if that happens in this game, that's insane. That's so much content. Like, maybe I'm just like, maybe my perspective is like a little off because I played the game like following every single update as it came out, but it was a lot. Like, all of the story in COTC is a lot of story. So it's really interesting to see exactly how far they'll go. This looks like they'll go pretty damn far, but maybe there's things they'll cut out, like Bestower of Power.
That unfolds across.
So then there's this one. So first of all, despite having like a lot of really cool characters, here, let's count them up. So, why am I doing this? Let's just... So, few things. First of all, it's our lovely little friends here in what is called collated Octopath order. So we have Octopath, right? So Octopath, right? But we have our friends from Octopath 1. And then we have, if you play Champions of the Continent, some familiar faces here. Here, let's see if we can like. It's not gonna load. That's not. I kind of want like a close up. So, for those that aren't aware, let me introduce you to the main characters of Master the Master and Bestower series. Bargello, the main character of Master of Wealth, he basically starts a mafia in the town of Wellgrove. Nope, that's not it. Wrong game. What the hell is it called? Valor. Right. Okay, so he basically starts a mafia, but like slash paws, you know, where they do good things and they protect the people of the town. In Valor, we have Rondo, who is the apprentice flame guard to Santos. We have Richard, who is the king of, well, no, he's the prince. He was the prince of Riven. Which is like a neighboring. Wait, do I remember this character properly? Is it Donis? Wait, who rules over Donisky? It doesn't matter. No one cares, right? So, Alane is, oh, this is her queen outfit. So this is where she's the queen of, the queen of, why do I want to say Adoras? She's the, cause that's the name of the town, right? Yeah. Well, Castle Adoras, whatever. She's the queen of, like, Cragspear and Adoras. Yeah, I guess Adoras is, like, the name of the place. Anyways, she is, yeah, Pardus's daughter, and, yeah, rules over Adoras after you kill him. We have, Solon. How did I fucking forget this man's name? Solon, who is, a king of another area. I wonder. Wait, I can probably just like look at their things. Where are you at, Solon? Give me something. Ruler of the Highlands Kingdom of Altinia. So he's like a tactician king. He's really funny. All of his skills are called like ingenious things. Like he has a skill called Ingenious Combustion, which I think is very funny. Like it doesn't, there's nothing about it. It just like inflicts a burn status. Yeah, okay, yeah, Riven. Yeah. Richard is the king of the kingdom of Riven, or he was the prince, and then his dad died, so then became the king. Oh, I guess we're just talking about spoilers. My bad. Anyways, Eltrix is she is not the queen, but like the leader of Grandport. She's also Alane's like aunt. So you know, there's that. So those are the main characters, and then we have the Octopath characters. So it's interesting that these fellas here are all in the game next to the Octopath 1 characters, because obviously like it kind of doesn't make sense for the Octopath 1 characters to be here like canonically, because what the fuck are like, if this is supposed to be a prequel, right? So COTC is supposed to be a prequel of Octopath 1. But what are they all doing here if their adventures haven't started yet, right? Like Tressa's still like would be 15 in this scenario, right? And like yeah, Oberk's got like the outfit and everything. Primrose would still be in Sunshade. Ophelia wouldn't have gone on like the pilgrimage yet. Like it doesn't make sense, right? So like obviously there's probably some like COTC fuckery happening here. Also, I'm like, this is, we can just agree, this is the Gate of Finis, yeah? Like they just gave us like the final, they thought that we all loved V-Day so much, they're just showing us the new V-Day, fight. But it's gonna be Galdera, right? For the third time. Peak Cinema and all that shit. Like, these rocks are literally the rocks from the Gate of Finis. And these gates are these like pillars are literally in the background of like the gate fights. I do want to see something though. How many characters there are here? I guess that doesn't really matter too much. So this is funny. This is funny. There's, look at all these like these dots and a scroll wheel. A scroll wheel. You know how much I love scroll wheels. But this seems to correspond to the characters up front, not the characters here, because we have the warrior main character and then the BP regen character behind the hunter. We saw before, and the cleric as well. Like these four we've seen in the beginning of the trailer. we can see them, or if we go back, we can probably you can get a little bit more.
Unfold.
Main character, Smithy,
It's across
Hunter, Cleric, and then we have some new people, right?
or stare at.
So Merchant, Thief, Apothecary, Scholar, which like probably adds up, right? So like, Merchant, sure. Thief, sure. They have a satchel. Yeah, that's Apothecary. I like the design. Pink and purple. Good colors. Scholar, I can see it. This is also okay. Some of these character designs are sick. Like, first of all, dude, they are stanced up. I don't know what's going on here, but dude, Galdera's gonna get their fucking teeth rocked.
Or stare at.
Dude, some of these designs are just really, really cool. I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, also Richard and Alana are married and post Master of All, so I guess that kind of makes sense that they're like next to each other. But like that's all. So, yeah, some little tidbit. They also with their latent powers. They'll get 1 BP. Wait, did we see that? Hold on. Wait, did they? Oh, they didn't see this one. Uh-oh. Wait, is there like... Oh, yeah, they like store an extra BP, like, or an extra, like, maybe, thing down here. That's funny. Anyways, you can see these guys are kind of like endgame level stats. At least in terms of like a main series Octopath game, right? So like obviously like endgame and COTC is a bit different because stats are really big. For example, if I pull up my game right now, Richard has like 3,900 max HP, and I don't even have him equipped right now. If I looked at like an actual build of characters that I have, Primrose has 4,900 max HP. Magnolia from the hit game Bravely Default 2 has 5,400 max HP. Nefsy from the hit game Champions of the Continent has almost 6,000, right? Like it's like scale's obviously a little different, but in terms of like if I was fighting like Galdera in Octopath 1, I feel like most of my characters would be around like the 3,000 to 3,000 HP range. So that's something to know. So this is probably some kind of endgame fight, especially given the architecture and everything. This is literally just the Gate of Phoenix. This artwork is really cool. It's got the town, obviously the church in the background. We have probably the smithy person, and our main character, the warrior.
Octopath Traveler 0 is available on December 4th, 2025.
We will be there no matter what. I will be locked the fuck in. So that's the announcement trailer. Alright, there's some other stuff though. So, okay, I guess while we're on YouTube, there's also the producer message video, which I haven't seen. I watched the trailer at work, because no one was paying attention to me. And I like, so I haven't been able to like do anything else because I feel like I was just like, I couldn't like sit still afterwards. I was so excited. But, yeah, let's watch this. Alright, so now we're at the producer message video. So 5 minutes. Yeah, we're on high quality, so.
皆さんこんにちは。
Hi, Suzuki.
オクトパストラベラーゼロのプロデューサー鈴木です。本作は初代オクトパストラベラーの舞台オルステラ大陸で
Yep.
あなた自身が主人公となって
No, wait. Sorry, no.
自分の街を復
Stia. Okay.
興する旅に出るオクトパストラベラーシリーズの最新作です。おなじみのブレイ
I wanna.
ク&ブ
With familiar mechanics like break and boost and path actions.
ーストやフィールドコマンドに加えキャラメイク、タウンビルド、8人編成バトルなどの新たな要素が加わることでこれまでにない冒険があなたを待っています。
Book. No, I can't. We're doing this. We're. I have to. No. Okay. Hold on. Wait. So first of all, book, but also, can change book. So all the jobs in Octopath and CCC have one weapon, right? Scholar and Dancer get access to book and fan weapons respectively. but everything has one weapon. Cyrus has two, at least two. So that's book, but you can see the arrows. We also see my skills and maybe learned skills. And we can also see how to switch to Fen, who is the hunter that we're talking about. So we had Kia. Stia, my bad.
新たな要素が
Ooh, hello. Call helper remaining two. Okay, interesting. So, we have the standard use items, defend, flee, attack, skills, learn skills, which could probably replace. Could be an interesting way of like doing sub jobs. Since there's a lot of characters and like making custom sprites would obviously be like ass for like every single character. There's a lot, right? So maybe they you can customize what skills characters can learn, and you can learn from like different classes or different character skills, right? So that's interesting. It's grayed out, which to me implies that he doesn't have. Cyrus has double cast again, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. Also, our main character seems to have durationless BP regen, so that's pretty interesting. Also, a counter, I believe, is what this icon is. I believe this icon is a counter. We can also see that our buddy Fen, which... Whoa! Hello?
が加わること
Oh! Okay, so you can see that Fen's weapons are bow and axe because they are a hunter, and hunters use bows and axes. Although, might not be true. Maybe the fact that they show the weapons means that it can be different from character to character, right? Depending on like what weapons they can get, which could be really interesting and give new identities to all the different characters, which I like a lot. One of my biggest complaints about Octopath 1 is that like the characters don't feel like they have unique identities outside of job combinations, right? Like Tress is the only character that can be both a merchant and a sorcerer, so she's the best sorcerer because merchant has the best weapons for sorcerer. It's nothing to do with her character, nothing to do with her talents or her path actions. It all has to do with her job. And like Primrose and Ophelia are basically the same character, right? Like Primrose is better because she's awesome and she can lure higher level NPCs earlier on, but at like sufficient levels, like they're the same character. Especially if they have, because they both like to be like supportive roles, right? So like in the end, especially in like endgame, but like I mean, if you're base and you sorcerer Primrose, and it's different, but like they're the same, right? But like if these tend to be more character based, like what we saw in Octopath 2, right? The latent powers, the enhanced talents, the day and night path actions, meaning that like while like different access abilities, like so like Primrose and Ophelia, right? You have like guide versus allure, and like it's rogue versus noble, but it's the same thing, right? You're still like gaining an NPC ally. With night path actions in Octopath 2, you have the added layer of like, you know, the second path action that you could do at any point, which gave each character their own unique, like more of a unique identity, because not only did you have the one path action, but you had a separate one, right? And I don't think anyone like overlapped in terms of like what they did fully. Actually, I don't know. Oh, actually, oh no, wait, because actually Agnia and Porticio, right? So like Agnia can allure and also entreat items. She can allure an NPC ally or entreat the NPC items, versus Porticio, who can purchase items and then hire NPC allies, right? So like there's that, but it's very, I think that's like one of the only instances. No, because Cassie and Ikari also do the same. Actually, wait, I might be like lying out of my teeth. They might, they might just all be like mirrors of each other. In which case, whoops. But yeah, basically, but my point is that they're taking the series in a direction that focuses more on the characters and less on the jobs, right? That's probably the case here. Anyways, call helper, right? The main thing that caught my eye that made me want to like look at this menu here. Call helper remaining 2 implies to me that we can get like NPCs to assist, because I can see what you see. You have a similar system that basically replaced Allure Guide from Octopath 1, where you could just path action NPCs to be a part of your like list of NPCs you can call, and you have a limited number of allies that you could call, and they would do things like attack the enemy or buff your front row or like debuff one enemy with 9 turns of physical attack and elemental attack debuffs. Thank you, Fallen. You know what I'm talking about. But and they also like increased this system to include stuff like Divine Beasts, but I can't imagine we really get into that because I can't imagine Ember Flame stuff makes its way over here. Although I don't know, because apparently we're doing the most end game. Sorry, it's more spoilers. It's not really spoilers, but this is like the end of COTC. This is like the end. Like, so apparently we just get the whole game. Well, we're at least like story wise. So maybe we also get like Divine Beast stuff. Who knows? Anyways, yeah. So this is interesting, which means an exciting combat fielding up to 8 characters at once. Yep. So we get to swap between them. Interesting that this still becomes an option when we boost. So maybe we can boost our switch. That doesn't make sense, right? Maybe we can like maintain BP boosting when we switch, or maybe we switch and it just like doesn't matter. I don't know. That's interesting because I feel like this would be something that you wouldn't do when you're using BP, right? You would have to like unuse the BP, like fleeing or defending, if your name isn't Ulrich. But you also can't boost the helpers, which makes sense. Anyway, Cyrus still has dual cast. Just want to point that out. This is interesting because I feel like this is similar to the animations that we see in the newest COTC versions.
この動画ではオクトパストラベラーゼロの物語や世界観、そして登場キャラクターや8人編成バトルについてご紹介します。動画の最後にはコレクターズエディションの中身の紹介も少しだけさせていただきますので、どうぞお楽しみに。本作では初代オクトパストラベラーの舞台オルステラ大陸で繰り広げられる前日譚が描かれます。物語の始まりは
Oh, okay, so this is... We got some guys, we got some people. Wishvale, the Verdant Woodland.
緑豊かなウッドランド地方ののどかな
Okay. Oh! So, we have this, like, shrine to Elfric.
町
Which is probably what that quest was. Remember the quest that I was talking about? Like, oh, it's probably related to Elfric in some way. I love overanalyzing something just for it to be answered literally within, like within the same video or, like, span of videos.
Are you going to rebuild?
Rekindling the flame, yeah. So that's probably, like, where this comes from. Anyways, yeah, item shop, weapon shop, tavern, church, probably cemetery if I had to guess.
ウィッシュベール
With some flowers, some people walking around. Wishvale. We have a mill. They loved Cropdale. This is pretty cool. This is like a scene that you get to see when you come out of like your house for the first time after like doing stuff or whatever.
この場所から主人公はある事件をきっかけに自分の町の復
Ooh, swear revenge on the responsible. I've heard this story before.
興とある者たちへの復讐を決意することになります。散り散りになった人々を
Oh, interesting. Okay.
各地で呼び寄せ
Brighter, more optimistic tale of rebuilding and restoration, traveling the lands to call back the scattered residents. Oh, fun! So you get to like find all the people, be like, hey, listen, the town isn't like cooked anymore. We got extra stuff going on.
町がだんだんと発展していく明るい物語と町を滅ぼしたボスたちへの
And a darker story of revenge on the masterminds who orchestrated the town's destruction.
復讐を誓う
This is interesting because we don't really see like much. We kind of do get to learn a little bit about the masters, but I feel like they're kind of gone before we can really learn too much. And that kind of changes in some of the future stuff because we get like little lore tidbits, but we don't really see them get to do things. So that would be cool if we get to see them get to do things.
ダークな物語
No, he says it. He says it.
どの物語から進めるかは自由に選ぶことができます。
File. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a ghost right there. So that's cool. So okay, so they're still keeping like the customizable Octopath nature of there are choices in the story that you can pursue, and or there's choices in storylines to go down, and you get to choose which one to do first, or you get to choose which ones to prioritize and which ones you care more about. Well, maybe not necessarily care more about, like which ones you want to like do before all the other ones and all that.
前日譚といえば
Yep.
神々の指輪
Quite a
と
similar story
富
following the calamitous struggle for divine rings.
権力名声をめぐる争いを描いたスマートフォンタイトル「オクトパストラベラー大陸の覇者」の物語がありますが、本作では
Oh, okay, so we have, this is just a scene straight from COTC. It's inspired by the same narrative, but reworks and adds interpretation to the storyline to make it into a compelling and streamlined experience for consumer platforms. Interesting.
大陸の覇者をベースにコンシューマータイトルとしての新たな解釈を加え物語を再構築しています。
Oh! Oh! He did it! He said the thing.
タイトル
Yeah, these are all just like standard scenes. These are all just like actually ripped scenes from CGC.
そのた
These are
めメインス
fully
トーリー
voiced performances recorded specifically for this title. Ah! So we'll get actual English voice acting. Oh, that's actually something I wanted to mention. That we're gonna get English voice acting, presumably for the gang over here: Bargello, Rondo, Richard, Alane, Solon, and Eltrix. Which is awesome. Because if I can hear Solon use his ult line, cause wait, if Tressa gets called for help. Wait, can I find the screenshot? Tressa's using her ultimate from Champions of the Continent here, right? Alright, call for help. So that means that Solon might get his ultimate. Solon's ultimate's very funny. What it does is you target one character, it doubles their potency of this, like the potency of their skills, and then also gives them 50,000 extra damage cap for like one turn. It's awesome. It like entirely warped the game's meta around. It's great for like a while. Not so much anymore, because like every character, like although it doesn't matter. Anyways.
ストーリーは本作のために新規収録したフルボイスで展開されます。登場するプレイヤブルキャ
Celsius. Over 30 playable
ラ
characters
クター
can be
は
found throughout the
総
game.
勢30人
Macy.
以上物語で出会った旅人
And what was that word? Also, Rock got the drip. They all got the drip. Internant?
で出会
Oh, internant. That makes sense. Form your own parties from the travelers meet along your journey, and lead teams of up to 8 travelers.
った旅人たちを仲間にするかを選び
And we can see this is the same thing as before. Doesn't the latent power gauges are a little different, but
あなただけのパーティーを編成して8
again, yeah. Oh my God!
人編成バトルに
Wait, this animation's so cute. Wait, go back.
あなただけのパーティーを編成して
Look at her
8
jump.
人編成バトルに挑むことができます
Yeah.
8人編成バトルは
Bang. PP regen up. Allow for a new kind of battle alternating between the front and back row to show my.
前
Put her on the front stage. Put her on the front stage. Wait, hold. Skills. Go back. Healing light. Oh, brain bash. As a staff. Woo! Wait. Why can you select the weapon? Also, we can see Primrose has fan and dagger, which is expected, right? Like, Dancer was dagger only. Now it has fan, and we put them together. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. You know, we can tag for that. But Brain Bash is a skill, and it's currently selecting staff. So you might be able to change that to be a different skill, a different weapon on the skill. So instead of Brain Bash being like a staff skill, it's just a physical skill that uses a weapon from the character can equip, which is awesome. Wait, this is really cool. Okay, so they probably wanted to take like the more like specialized individual kits, because similar to CODC, they have to make a lot of characters for this, right? So they have to like make every character kind of feel unique and create custom skills for them, but they don't want them to feel so like streamlined into only doing one thing. With COTC, you have so many characters. You can kind of let characters do a thing and be used in like a scenario, so that and when they like don't, and then when you're no longer in that scenario, you just take them out of your party, you switch them to someone else, right? And I like for scale, I have travelers. I have 154 characters in this game. And obviously, not all of them are good or even usable. But the like the scale is obviously different, and they want to have more options for the characters by having their skills probably be different, like versatile in terms of what the weapons and stuff that they can use. So that's interesting.
交代し
So they have a single target heal.
ながら戦うことができる新
Show me my girl.
たなバトル。バトルを有利に
Dude, these guys suck. Build enough boost points for both units, making fight speedier, more strategic, numerous strategies.
進めるために必要なブーストポイント
God damn. Oh, 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 oh. Ultimate technique. Okay. So this guy actually has learned skills. We have Tressa, who I think I'm a little loud right now. I'll probably just fix it in post. That's fine. So first of all, we can see the end of the turn. Oh my god, we can't even see because I've been pausing so much. But at the top left, we have an amount of turns.
8人編成バトルは前衛と後衛を交代しながら戦うことができる新たなバトル。バトルを有利に進めるために必要なブーストポイントも
will gain HP and SP based on their max HP. So it's about 10% max HP, and I think it's also 10% max SP. But Primrose has the sauce, and she has probably a 5 SP recovery accessory or something like that. Cyrus, you can see, is healing for 10% of his max SP and 20% of his max HP, but that's also because he has a built-in HP regen. We can look at Therion, who's should have started with, but he's very obviously 10% max HP, 10% max SP, truncated, right? So 8.9 truncates down to 8, or rounds down, I guess you can say. And the Tressa, you can also see that.
前衛後衛です。
But we can you see he has an ultimate technique available at level 1.
ためよりスピーディー
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait, this is actually really interesting.
なブーストポイントも
So you can select
前衛
your
後衛
attack
でそれぞれ
and then
たまるため
boost up.
より
You don't have to boost in the menu and then select your attack anymore. That's actually really interesting. Anyways,
後衛で
ultimate technique level 1. So the ultimates are, so you don't know, ultimates in COTC are a special ability that you gain by, you charge by spending BP, and once you charge an ultimate to 100%, you can use it, and it's like a regular skill, except it doesn't use BP, right? So I think like the intended effect of it is to spend all your BP on an attack, and then on the next turn of break, you can use your ultimate as a second attack. Or you have support ultimates that can like debuff enemies and buff your allies. And these buffs are a different category of the regular buffs, right? So it's like it can be like an ultimate elemental attack buff, and that stacks with the standard elemental attack buff, and they multiply your damage, right? Together. These are all just the regular stuff we've seen.
それぞれたまるためよりスピーディーで戦略的な戦いを楽しむことができます。
We do see also their names show up regardless of if they're targeting or not. That this might change because it kind of looks like a little jarring, but they're also probably like change like the font or something to make it look more natural. You can break a foe with a front row unit and then deliver a crushing assault with the back row.
前衛のブースト攻撃
Show my girl. No.
でブレイクし
Wait, hold. That latent power wasn't charged before.
前衛の
Oh, they just cut. They just cut to a different provoke. Provoke is in the game? Who is doing this? Is it you? Are you provoking? Is Tressa provoking? No one has physical attack buffs. Yeah, this is the icon. This is a familiar icon from the standard Octopath games, because this is usually a buff on a character that draws all enemy aggro to them. In COTC, Provoke, or Insight, I guess, from those games, but it's called Provoke in COTC, is a debuff that you apply to enemies, and it makes them target the user. and it leads to some weirdly like unintuitive scenarios where like if multiple characters provoke, like who's provoking what. It's a little bit strange, but it's interesting. It's interesting that they're going with that approach, which makes sense because this game feels like it's leaning more towards the COTC aspect of the games rather than the main series Octopath aspects.
ブースト攻撃でブレイクしたエネミーに対して
Oh my
防
god.
衛でも
And then Tressa just comes right in. The skills don't. The menu did not falter whatsoever.
強力なブースト攻撃を加えることだって
Show me
可
a
能
skill.
です
No. Oh my god. Yes. Finally, we have a visible indicator that we have critically hit the enemy. So this has been a thing in CFTC since the launch of the game, right? But Tressa over here has like dead aim or something.
加えることだって可能です
Bang, 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 bang. So she crits with all of them, and it says critical instead of just being a red color that you can only tell if you're hitting an enemy unbroken for not their weakness, right? Like, like you're never really doing it. We can see that our warrior friend here has a sword and spear. So far, what we've seen is that everyone has like pretty standard.
なブースト
Everyone has pretty standard weapons for their class in a like in a main series Octopath scenario. Come on, I'm trying to scroll back to show. Oh wait, yep. I got this, guys. I got this. Yeah, you can see the Tressa has spear and bow. There we go.
防衛
That's
でも
all I
強
wanted
力
to
なブース
show.
ト攻撃を加えることだって可能ですなおこちらは大陸の覇者を知っている方向けのお話にはなりますが今作はあなた自身が
As a pre-existing character this time, you will
指輪に選ばれし者となるため
Rain Bearer. Okay.
大陸の覇者で選ばれし者として登場したキャラクターたちは登場しません
Actually, I might be like too. Whoa! Splash art. I might be too quiet compared to like the game. So we're gonna be a little jank and we're gonna lower down the game audio or lower down the desktop audio a little bit. Anyways. Holy shit. Hello, Stia.
その代わり旅の道中では
Counter befriend many new distinctive allies. Hunter.
さまざまな個性を持った
Yeah, how Watchman is sent up to fight for tomorrow.
新たな仲間
Go. I like his sprite more than his splash art. But I like Stia's splash art a lot. It has a squirrel in it. And Architect. So the name of the class is Architect, not Smithy or anything.
その代わり旅の道中ではさまざまな個性を持っ
Is this what Fireflies
た
in
新
there?
たな仲間たちを加えること
Hello, Lorena. A deacon. What does deacon mean? Deacon. Define. An ordained minister of an order, ranking below that of a priest. Okay, that's neat. Cleric expected. That's what the icon is. Oh, hi, Ophelia.
ができます誰とどんな出会いをし
Yeah, heads on this.
てどんな仲間たちと冒険
Who you meet, where you meet them, and who you choose as your comrades is in arms. All down to you, the player. Did I miss anything? No. Oh.
と冒険をするのか
Throw a tech punch traveling the world ever since we were kids.
すべ
Hello. Hi.
てはあなたの手に
Ah!
委ねられ
Heaven
てい
jump
ます
scare. That's literally like the final map of the game.
さて最後に
お
限定生産のコレクターズエディションについて紹介させてください
Holy shit.
オ
Holy
ク
shit.
トパストラベラーゼロコレクターズエディションです
Includes items allowing you to
あなた
play
自身が考えたゲームや既存のゲームを遊べるグッズが入ったコレクターズエディションとなりますまずは富
eight-sided
権力
dice,
名声の
wealth,
オクト
power,
ダイ
and
ス
fame.
本作
Wait,
のモチー
these
フ
are
の
the
一
dice
つ
they use.
影
Well,
響力であ
not
る
really.
富権力名
But that's
声と
really cool.
オクトパスを象徴した
They're eight-sided dice, of
8面の
course.
ダイスですトラベラーズトラン
Whoa!
プ
It like features illustrations of each of the travelers who join you on your journey, and the bosses you encounter
旅
along
の
the
途中で
way.
仲間になる
Wait.
旅人たちとボスたち
Oh my God! Wait, they're like playing cards. they have suits and ranks. Oh, I'm gonna annoy my friends so badly. Hey, do you want to do a poker night? Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll bring the deck. You are not gonna bring the Octopath Traveler Zero Collector's Edition deck, are you? Ha!
が描かれたトランプです。
Dude.
ゲームマットオルステラ大陸地図。本作のために新たに書き下ろした。
Oh wait, and they have an icon for the heavens. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going. We're just experiencing the entirety of Bestower of All 8 or Bestower of All. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, they also have Barricade down here. So, you know, for those that want to get their daily dose of PTSD, I'm sure that you can fight the old lady in there, and get absolutely clobbered, before we get, like, Rondo and Fortune weapons, right? Gaming mat. Wait.
オルステラ大陸の地図が描かれています。
Can this be like a...
生活心
Dude,
よ
I
り
just
は
like want the... Whoa! Hello, sir! You get the ring? What? The included ring is size 21. What does that even... Okay, I...
本作の最重要アイテムである生活心よりは
This is such an awesome frame. This is hilarious. I don't know what's going on here, but dude, this ring is sick. Holy shit.
時は
Oh,
サイズは21
they're
号で
gonna like eat my money.
す。これらを使ったオリジナルゲームの
Original games you can use these items on the official website. Oh.
紹介も公式サイトで公開していますので、皆さんもぜひこのグッズを手に入れてこれらを使ったゲームを考えてみてくださいね。
Yeah, that's another thing I want to check out.
あと2つ。
website.
3トラ
More? Oh! Oh! They're doing it again. Yes. Break and boost arrangements. Okay. Yeah. These are all different characters from the game, I think. Because I think this is the. I think. Is this the cleric? I think that's Fen. And then you have the main character.
ブレイク&ブーストボリューム3。本作で使用されている楽曲が入ったアレンジサントラです。アートブック、キャラクターなどの
What is this placeholder ass image doing? Okay.
さまざまなイラストが含まれたアートブックです。
So,
加えて最後に
what? This edition includes digital deluxe upgrade. For more details, the digital upgrade into this figure. Dude, I get 8 types of nuts? Holy shit! What else could I possibly want? Digital art book. Please note the digital art book is not included in the PS4 version. Okay, because they hate PlayStation 4 users. Table with roasted chicken. Okay, action skill. So you get So you get.
デジタルデラックスア
so there's some
ッ
pay
プ
to
グレード
win
もついてきます。
here.
デジタルデラックスアップグレードの詳細は公式サイトをご覧ください。オクトパストラベラーゼロの発売日は2025年12月4日。まだ少し時間がありますので、これからもどんどん情報を出していきます。一部の予約は始まっていますし、
Some versions are made for pre-order. Pre-order? Oh! For $50! Oh yeah, these games are on sale, by the way. If you've somehow on this video and you haven't bought either of these, do it right now. Do it right now. Right now. $60 for digital deluxe edition? Wait, I don't care about that. I want the things. Well, oh, what the? Wait, is this it? Oh, whoa, wait, hold on, sorry, we're not, oh no, wait, no, Bestower of Power! No, wait, hold on, let's do this first,
限定版は生産数が限られていますので、どうぞお早めに予約をお願いします。旅立とう、君が作る物語へ。
Embark an adventure all on your own. Anyways, okay, so this is a scene at the end of. Oh wait, in browser, bonk. This is a scene at the end of Bestower of Power. The ring bearer talks with Alane, and she calls you the champion of the continent. I'm not kidding. That happens. So this means that we are. Yep, Bestower Power is in this probably, or at least like a version of it. We have Santos at a slightly different frame than before. We have the Moonlight frame. This looks so pretty, dude. I need someone to like get a like a wallpaper engine version of this with like moving lights and shit. Like how I have like how this happens with like the moving lights and the leaves and all that stuff. I need that for this. Okay, this looks like okay, so a few things here. So this looks like, first of all, the path maybe to Donescu in COTC or Saints Bridge in Octopath 1. Mainly because you have the path here that probably has a corner that goes down to like the Apothecary Shrine in Octopath 1, and then you go left and you reach the other town. Notably, there's like, it seems to be a glowing item here, or like a glowing icon or something like that, which might be like a hidden item or something. So that could be cool. In COTC, you could just kind of like pick up items, like they would just like respawn over time, because you know it was a mobile game, so you like want to log in every day, so the items like refresh every day. But you would go and you would like collect them and all that stuff. They also exist in like if you inquire, like if you talk to NPCs, like you get hidden item details. So they could be part of that. It could be naturally spawning. It's interesting. This is a new scene in the Winterlands. Sorry, the Snowlands, whatever it's called. I don't know, the cold one. Interesting to note, there's only 3 people here, so maybe this is a scene from early in the game. So we're gonna head to like the Winterlands, Snowlands, Frostlands. Frostlands! It's Frostlands, isn't it? It's Frostlands, right? Yeah, Frostlands. Okay, I'm smart. I figured it out. So, character customization doesn't look like anything new. Little bit of a new thing. So first of all, level 6 Flourishing Town. We can actually probably compare that to the other screenshot we got, where they're opening trade routes. Wait, what? Oh, I guess that was just it. Yeah, maybe these are like the names of the quests, right? Really funny that we get a top-down view of the game and get to see other characters. There's like flat sprites. So that's really funny. Progress through the side story, the monster arenas. That could be interesting. Okay, so there's some stuff there. We do see that the place total does increase as level increase. So level 4 you have 120. At level 6 you have 310. So it actually it seems like it has a pretty sizable jump. Maybe certain levels have like a bigger jump than others, but for some reason there's a little thing, a blotch here. But we're setting down a big town, a big building. Get different options for different stuff, a style that we could do. Some of these are interesting. Of course, it's going to be like a building sim, so we got lots of options for players to do. This stuff is important. And yeah, all right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. So we have our fight against Titos, and I'm pretty sure these are the same weaknesses. Wind feels unfamiliar, but it makes sense because he's a lightning guy, so being weak to wind makes sense. Vel Norte. Why is Vel Norte mentioned? He's in the game before he's in this game before he's in COTC as a playable character. That's crazy. Vel Norte is a notable character from the Champions of the Continent, from the Bestower, or sorry, not Bestower, from the Master of Power series. Yeah. So him being here is interesting for sure. We get the counter icon again on our main character guy. We got Stia here. We have Mia? Fuck. I'm bad with names, dude. Show me something. You're in here somewhere. I know you're in here somewhere.
総勢30人
Macy! Why is your name Macy? Okay. Yeah, and then we have the scholar character who's using lightning against... Actually, Wait, something I totally forgot to note. Here, let's look at some of the combat because I want to see something. So,
を仲間にするかを選び
when the main character attacks this enemy, to break them it says weak on the
あ
sword.
なただけのパーティーを
It also says critical. I must have not noticed that when I said it before. But afterwards, we break the
編成し
enemy
て
and... Oh, whatever. And it doesn't say weak anymore. It doesn't have like the weakness bonus.
あなた
Which is interesting because in Champions of the Continent, the weakness of an enemy applies both when you are breaking them and when they are broken. So, to basically, your damage bonus would stack with breaking their weakness and targeting their weakness, meaning that it would it causes enemies' HP to be really really high and require you to for at least like late game fights to basically build a team around weaknesses so that you have to deal damage in that weakness, not just break shields in that weakness. The fact that this looks to be gone away with and reverted back to the main series games, right, where the weakness only matters for breaking the enemy, not for actually dealing damage. Surprise! So I know some of you didn't know that, so comment down below if you learned something new. Yeah, I think so. This change plus the skills being able to change what weapons they are, right, with the skull bash that we saw earlier. Wait, what's going on here? Oh. Okay, she gets an axe attack.
ブレイク&ブースト
Oh,
や
we also saw it here.
フ
So,
ィールドコマンドに 人たちを仲間にする
the
かを選び
weakness things. I was fully paying attention, but now I'm locked in. So we can see on a standard one, do 272 damage,
あな
right?
た
On
だ
a critical, 342. I mean, we can figure out how much that is, right? So like 342 divided by 272, it's about 1.25. That's standard crit numbers.
けのパーテ
277 again, so it's around the same.
Yeah.
And then, oh, well, it didn't actually. Wait, hold on. Let's look at these. Okay, so these have a similar thing, right? So 351, 353, 346. Show it to me. No! Wait, there's gotta be something. There's gotta be one instance where we attack a broken enemy. Uh-oh. I might have been wrong. Gang. I guess I might not be wrong, I just might... Like, there might not be confirmation that I'm correct.
新たなバトル
Which is my
バ
favorite.
トルを有利に進めるために必要な
Okay,
ブ
so
ースト
here's
ポ
like
イ
an
ントも
interesting thing, right?
前衛後衛でそれぞれ貯まるためよりスピーディ
Oh
ー
wait, yes,
で
this should
戦
do
略
it. This should
的
do
な
it.
戦
Yeah,
い
okay. So 272, 342 on the crit,
楽しむこと
277,
ができます
430. But it doesn't say weak. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. 430 divided by 272 is like a 58% multiplicative bonus? Usually, wait, I might be tripping. Wait. So usually it's a 30% bonus, right? To hitting the weakness, so 272 divided by 1.3 means that standardly we would do 209 damage, and then we're about 430, so that's double. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so I was correct. That the hitting weaknesses seems to only matter for shield shaving and not for actually dealing damage once the enemy is broken, which is good. It allows you to build a more versatile team and not be forced to like play to a specific damage type, and allows you to like utilize characters for like utility and stuff like that without losing out on too much, which is cool. That's good. Yeah, so this guy is Lightning Blast. And then Vel Norte. So okay, this is also a thing that's like kind of actually no, it is. It's basically it's exclusive to Champions of the Continent, where sometimes they'll get an ally to fight behind you. This happens mostly in bestower fights. Oh no! At the end of Master of All, there is also one as well. But yeah, this is like a the thing they didn't add until like later into the game. Well, no, I guess that's not true. Master of all came on release, so I'm wrong. Anyways, Velorte's here. At the end of every turn, he'll do an action. I wonder why we're after. That's interesting. Because he's getting pushed back after Del Norte, when in this turn they are equivalent. Sorry, they're not equivalent. Del Norte is after him. Actually, something to consider. The turn order looks random. It does look like random turn order instead of the fixed turn order that we got in Champions of the Continent, right? Champions of the Continent, every turn order was fixed on speed. Now it looks like it's probably like loosely determined by speed, but mostly random, right? So that's interesting. That's interesting to know, right? So we're getting random turn order. Again, we're getting no weakness bonuses on broken enemies. We're also getting no health bars. So in Champions of the Continent, enemies have health bars. Now it looks like we're back to just enemy name color being our health bar. Which, like, sure. These are awesome. We also can kiss the ring. Alright, what's next? Oh, good heavens! Hello, bestower of power. So this is crazy that they're just showing this. So the boat. We actually saw the boat in here. Yeah. The boat. So this is the bestower of boat, the boat stower of power. We can see actually some really interesting things. Okay, so quick synopsis of why we're here. So bestower of power, we get on a boat and fight a war with a neighboring country. That's basically it. Now, you can move around in the boat, and there's like a war area, and you run into enemies here, whatnot. So here it's interesting. The mini map. The mini map is very fluid, and it might just be because it is a boat, but it's giving us a whole like actual space, right? So in standard Octopath games, here I guess we can even like hi. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at this boat. Look at this boat. Look at this boat. Look at this. Seagull? Are we talking to the bird? Who are we talking to? Why is it so high above them? The bird can speak. That's really pretty. What am I looking for? I want to. Oh, actually, let me read through this. Never mind. Basically, in Octopath games, the mini-maps would not show actual terrain, right? They would show just these icons, right? The entrance to a dungeon, the quest area you gotta go to, maybe access to another route, and then a town, right? Like, these are basically the only things that would be here. But now we see elite enemies. We see terrain. We see, like, walkable paths. In COTC, these elite enemies would be like once or twice a day respawning enemies that you could use to farm materials. I wonder if they're the same or if they're going to be something a bit more streamlined into a classic game where you don't have to wait between enemies to spawn to like get materials. Maybe they just like hold weapons. Maybe they just hold like a large amount of materials compared to what the enemies in the area hold, so that like it's a way you can like jumpstart your grinding or whatever. You can see there's 3. I think it might this icon right here might correspond to this ship because it looks like it's still intact and it's waving the flag to the enemy. And then this elite might correspond to one of these ships, or maybe like this burning ship or something. I don't really know. And then we can't really see too far down this way, so we don't really know. But then this is going to be the way back out. So that's cool. So basically the only like actual hard confirmation we've gotten of stories are Master of Power, because we're fighting Tydos, and then Bestower of Power, because this is the end of Bestower of Power. Alright. Okay, so start from zero and discover the newest entry of the Octopath Traveler series. Experience the story of restoration and retribution over the Divine Rings, an epic saga that unfolds across the realm of Orstera. Familiar features with the graphics, the fusion of retro pixel art and 3D CG, the player's abilities to roleplay using path actions of their choice, and the break and boost system that can turn the tides of battle. Additionally, brand new features such as the character creation and town building allow you to create your own character and restore your hometown. Protagonist of story, yada yada yada, restore your hometown, engage in exhilarating strategic combat, use path actions to invite people to your town, engage in battle, and obtain items. So these are standard path action materials. There seems to be no way of, well, maybe getting information corresponds under this like obtaining items section. What you do and what you do is entirely what you do. So equip action skills with the new skill system. Okay, this is what we're talking about. These skills can be learned by allies and passed on to others. Okay, that's what I was saying with the learned skills shit. All right. Here. Yeah. So like my skills and learned skills. So, what do they say? This game may contain content that is not appropriate for all ages, or may be not appropriate for viewing at work. Some nudity or sexual content, frequent violence or gore, general mature content. Yeah, that's fair. That's it. Can I write a review? Wait, curators have reviewed this product. Can I see them? Oh, sure. What? What? Yeah, de novo stuff.
In the beginning, there was none.
Yeah, equip action skills with the new skill system. These skills can be learned by allies and passed on to others. So, characters probably have skills that they can learn and then teach others to other characters. It might be like a system like where specific characters can learn specific skills from other characters, and they have like an extended, like they probably, I would imagine each character has like their base skill list that they learn in their My Skills. But from the learned skills section, they have like a longer list of skills, or it's any skill, and we can wreak havoc upon this game. That would be awesome. Actually, I want to see something. He doesn't have a name! Bro is nameless! That's crazy. That's tough. So sad, not having a name. Okay. So I think that's it. So TLDR, we're looking at more, main series Octopath combat in terms of attacking broken enemies with anything we want. We see we do see indications that we're hitting an enemy's weakness, an indication that we're hitting an enemy with a crit. Characters will have a more advanced and more nuanced skill system, it looks like, where rather than probably equipping sub-jobs, we gain skills, we learn skills from other allies. Which I think is like kind of what sub-jobs were supposed to be like in canon anyways, right? I just realized that my mic is kind of like not facing me. What if we do that? Is that a little better maybe? The idea that like in Octopath 1, like a character that's like learning scholar skills is probably being taught by Cyrus, right? So maybe it's something like that more, which does mean that we're not gonna get the outfits, likely, right? Maybe there's some options. Maybe characters can like do different stuff. I'd love to see Apothecary Primrose make a return. That's my goat. But yeah. I think this is gonna be the main way that we like get new skills for characters. And if it's like the replacement for the sub-job system, then yeah, we should be able to get like any skill on any character, unless certain skills are like character specific skills and stuff like that. So I can see them definitely doing that. To like still keep like characters having like a unique identity, right? Because we talked about how like characters having specific identities is like good for the game and like inspires like creative building, because you know, if you want to do a certain thing, then like you have like a couple characters that can do that, or like one character that can do it really well or whatnot, right? So it's interesting. I mean, we don't have like that much to go off of. There's more actually. There is, oh yeah, first of all, they mentioned it. Where did they mention it? They mentioned that it was available on like basically everything. All the main, where is it? Well, they mentioned it's on PS4, because there's a PS4 version. Wait. Oh, yeah. Switch 2, Switch 1, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, Windows, right? So, basically everything. Then we have, let's see, so Square Enix games, Octopath Traveler 0, everything you need to know. Okay, so this is a little thing that Square Enix did, little like press report, I guess. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's do a short thing next. Let me find it. Blue Sky, I remember is how we posted it. Okay, sick. So, this is a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase press release. We can just go to Business Wire, or we can just go to the important part, which is Octopath Traveler 0, down here. So start from 0. Oh yeah, I did see, where the hell, whatever. What's like the other game that was announced during the section? It's also a Team Asano game. So I'm looking forward to it, because I want to like check it out. But I don't have. There's apparently a demo for Switch 2 right now, which is pretty cool. I love Team Asano. Demos are awesome. They should keep doing it. Start from 0 with a personal quest of restoration and retribution, and it's pretty cool to the first Octopath Traveler's journey to stop powerful villains using fast-paced turn-based combat. For the first time in this series, play through the eyes of your own custom character, with over 30 recruitable party members, an engaging story, and all new features and returning core elements like the iconic HD graphics and the Breaker Boost battle system. Players embark on a journey of their own creation when it comes on December 4th. Okay. So nothing really actually that crazy. Anyway, Square Enix, little press release. Oh my god, look at how pretty this is. Look at them, they have a celebration. Look at all, it's so colorful. I'm very excited to announce Octopath Traveler 0. The new entry to the acclaimed RPG series is coming out on all the content. This is the trailer we've already seen. No, it's not. It's 2 minutes. Instead of 150, hold on. There's a new.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything.
What else is there?
The birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
Okay.
Discover the latest.
Okay, we're boating. We're boating. This looks like a lot of boating. Maybe on the way to Agapega? Agapega?
In the Octopath Traveler series.
Wait, what did bro say?
Discover the latest installment in the Octopath Traveler
I didn't mean to cut you
series.
off for me.
You are the protagonist of this story.
Yep. Dude, they zoomed through that shit. That's so funny. Weird that the final confirmation doesn't have the options that did before.
Come to join your little lighting ceremony with some fire of our own.
Okay, cool. They just changed the.
Start from 0 and restore your hometown with your companions.
I wish I could see everyone here, laughing and smiling just one more time. Whichever path you decide to take, just know that...
Dude, she's so pretty. I love women. This is a really, I don't know, these portraits are really
know
nice.
That I'll be right there, beside you.
Goodness. Isn't it high time you stop trying to do everything on your own?
Type shit.
Please.
Wait. Who's this guy? I feel like this guy's familiar. Maybe not. I don't know. But probably just another lackey. Anyways, this is a cool little section. So this is a new section of the Woodlands. I think probably just like the surrounding areas of Wishvale that we haven't been to in other games, right?
Bring peace to
Lorana, kind of like Liana.
Wishvale. I'll help.
Deacon Lorana.
Build a town of your very own.
It's finished!
Engage in new battles with parties of up to 8 characters.
Look at her go!
We're in this
Full
together.
cheer.
Thank you!
Oh, that's a new voice line. Please and thank you.
Battles with parties of up to 8 characters.
We're in this together.
Hell yeah. We're in this together, so I need you to max boost for 3 turns in a row. Thank you.
Thank you!
Whoa! Oh!
Time to teach you a lesson.
Oh, baby, why did I not watch this trailer before? Okay, so, I did hear that Cyrus got a new voice actor, because his old voice actor, English voice actor, decided to stop voice acting after Octopath 1, which is like his last role. So unfortunately, no, we will not be getting a repeat of, of those classic voice lines. I mean, it'll be the same, obviously, just through a different voice. But I kind of didn't notice. Anyways, this is fucking sick, first of all.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Secondly, this looks to be like Cyrus's ultimate. So they showed off Stress's ultimate in COTC with Call for Help. Grand Trinity is a different name. In COTC it's called like Chain Spell Reaction. But it looks to be the same concept of an AoE attack of fire, then ice, then lightning. In COTC it sucks because all of the you want to focus on one element, right? Like enemies aren't going to be weak to all 3 of Cyrus's elements, so you're losing out on damage if you're dealing damage with all 3 elements, instead of just one. So yeah, so this is interesting that we can sort of see it because we start with a big fireball.
Time to teach you.
Wait, actually, I'm kind of curious as to what these attacks are, because this is obviously fire, bang, but then like what is this? Okay, wait, let's go back. So so fire,
Time to teach you a
bang,
lesson.
that's obviously ice. I have a crazy crack theory. So it's kind of weird that this is a very obvious like explosion, and then like it kind of happens again,
Time to teach you a
and then the ice comes in. And in the in COTC it goes fire, ice, lightning, right? Because that's the order of weakness and the order of the elements, right? Fire, ice, lightning, wind, light, dark, right? So it goes bang, bang, bang. So, hear me out. What if the dual cast icon here means that this is a repeated fire attack? Bang, and then it repeats the fire attack because the enemies are still weak to fire. We don't get to see their weaknesses, so I can't confirm this, but here's my theory, right? They're weak to fire, so it attacks twice with the fire, and then ice comes out, and we don't see the rest of the attack. The reason it's interesting is because this is an ultimate technique, right? So we kind of saw that before. Ultimate attacks in COTC cannot be affected by dual cast. They can't like be recasted, essentially, right? Like they don't get affected if you have like a dual casting buff or whatever. Like it doesn't work like that. So this means they could be changing it. This could also be something else. I don't know. Like once again, the dual cast is applied and he has full latent power, so maybe there's something to do with that.
you a lesson.
Not much else to say here, but I do think that like there's something of a. I think this could be what the dual cast is, because we haven't seen him use an elemental attack with the dual cast buff yet. So this could be what that is.
Witness
Santos?
a tale of beginnings
Villains?
that unfold.
The magically disappearing and reappearing wolf. This guy could be Finis, because we see our main character is all alone. This could totally be Finis in wolf form. Do you think this is Finis's persona? His Finis, Furnace? Nope. Shit. Finisona? Fernsona?
It's a cross
It doesn't work.
or Stera.
Yeah. And then here's the heavens. And then there's the splash at the end. They don't show the
Octopath Traveler 0 is
Massive.
available on December 4th, 2025. Embark on an adventure.
Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. Wait, save data bonus campaign. So if you have save data of Octopath Traveler, Octopath Traveler 2, you get a blue Kate statue, which slightly increases EXP and leaves, and then the blue Octopuff statue, which slightly increases GP. That's so cute. I like this a lot. People may cry free to pay to win, but Octopath has always been pay to win. You have to buy the games to actually win, dog. So, this is funny. You can get nuts if you buy other HD 2D games, like the Flying Fairy or the Bravely Default Switch 2 remake, which they should just put on PC now, because I want to play it. That's so true. So yeah, I'll give that a like. And nah. So why did I have the UK version? That's weird. Anyways, this is awesome. So, the main things that we see that are different are, we see the boat,
Discover the latest.
but with no, what's it called? No minimap. Maybe there's nothing going on here. But also we don't see a minimap on this, on like this sequence. But I feel like this might just be like the HUD is removed for immersion type B. So that could also, I guess that could also be the case with the boat, right? Because it's in the same sequence. So maybe the HUD is like removed for immersion or whatever. But we do see, yeah, like what it looks like here. So maybe this is like a mock-up and it's not like how it actually is in game. But that's interesting. So this could basically be either, actually, it's the same boat, yeah? It's the same exact boat. I'm gonna say that this is probably HUD off for immersion, or this is like not final.
Latest installment
Oh yeah.
in the Octopath Traveler series. You are the protagonist of this.
Right. We don't need to go through it all again. But essentially a lot of the same. We get to see like the same characters, and then there's the ultimate grand trinity.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, they probably don't have the voice line for that attack recorded yet, because they have to redo all of the voice lines for Cyrus with his character, with his the new voice actor. So yeah. One second. Someone just is. Let's say compromised or hacked account. Let's say previous 7 days ban. Let's see. Wait, what else was there? Oh, there's a Square Enix store. Oh wait, sorry. We started this and then I forgot like what I was doing. Anyways, what is Octopath Traveler 0? With fresh and exciting take on the acclaimed franchise. The game tells a gripping story of the restoration retribution set across. Yep. Not peaceful for long due to an unfortunate event we won't ruin here. The charming settlement is complete. What? They told us. They literally showed Tytos like destroying everything. Well, how many can I buy? Holy shit. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm getting distracted. Okay, lock in. So In the wake of a tragedy, your heroes will summon a journey to seek revenge and to rebuild the hometown in the progress. For the first time in the series, you can create your own customized protagonist. Yep, choose the appearance, voice, motion, and even your favorite dish. Then you take them on a grand adventure over a large and beautiful world full of quests to complete, more than 30 characters to recruit, and people to... Yep. The series signature path actions. More than a few dangers to face in the gripping turn-based battles with up to 8 characters in your party. You'll rebuild the hometown as you explore the world. You'll find resources that can help build your settlement. You'll find place buildings. Yeah, so they're supposed to... I imagine there's ways that everything, like, works together. Why are there more blobs? What are we blobbing up here? Are we, like, protecting against spoilers? What's going on here? It's all portrayed in the stunning blobs. Beautiful picture with 3D environments and modern effects. As you can see, it's really pretty. Yeah, they're right. Battle. The Break-and Boost system returns, offering even more strategic depth than before. It's based on exploiting enemy weaknesses. To remove this, should points when these are at 0, your hapless foes are stunned and will take more damage for a turn. To help you break your foe, you gain burst points. You can, knowing what it deserves, a quick and brutal defeat. Holy skills! Where do I zoom? Where do I zoom? Enhance! No! Open image in new tab. Wait, view, no. Wait. Inspect? Enhance! Okay, so we have standard warrior stuff here. Cross strike, abide, spearhead. We have some other stuff though. Helm cleaver is cost less than cross strike, so one could assume that maybe it's a weaker version of like a single target sword attack. Counter posture, which might, you know, return your wrath twofold type deal. Assault and upending strike. So these could just be like the strong attacks for the character. These cost a lot of SP, but that kind of in COTC that's sort of standard, where you have some like pretty weak mill skills at the start that your character will rarely use once they're fully leveled up. And then you have your big hitters that end up costing like a lot of SP. And when your characters get to a high enough level, you get bonuses to reduce their XP cost. Their SP cost, yeah. For example, like Cyrus. Cyrus is like a standard like Octopath 1 scholar set, so you just don't use the single hit skills, so you just use the multi-hit skills. Of course, in COTC, they're 3 hits, the sorcerer spells, they're not the 2-hit scholar spells, but yeah. This is interesting. So counter posture, we have seen our main character with a counter icon before, but that one didn't have a duration. So it's interesting to think it could either correspond to a piece of equipment, could correspond to maybe a passive skill, or it could correspond to maybe this skill just gives a permanent counter, which could be interesting. I don't think that's the most likely case. I think the most likely case is either a support skill or an equipment that counters physical attacks. Helm Cleaver is interesting. Maybe that's a debuff, a debuffing attack. Maybe it's like a weak sword attack that debuffs defenses, maybe physical defense. Or maybe it's like a physical attack, maybe even elemental attack, because magic stats are typically associated with like minds and like thought process, or like being able to like be smart, intelligent, wise, and all that stuff. So Helm Cleaver, hitting them on the head, maybe it has to do with that, but I would probably lean towards the physical aspect of it. We have Assault and Upending Strike, which I think are just probably powerful spear and sword attacks respectively. We can see that the character here can switch with Therion, who appears to have a sword and a dagger weapons. Crazy idea. Yeah, I didn't need to do all that, but I wanted to. So, cry, I think. Octopath 0 adds 8 new 8 character parties. Yeah. With a vanguard, a front row, rear guard, back row to control. You can choose on boost points to discover new ways to take on foes. You can choose to command either the 4 heroes in the front row or the 4 in the back row each turn. That's not like, that might sound like you have to like hard swap the full row. You don't have to. We saw them swap individual characters before, so that's not the case. Should characters attack in the front row or retreat the back row to avoid taking a serious hit? Use up your character's boost points to break an enemy. Characters in the back row will have BP ready and waiting to deal massive blows to a vulnerable foe. The choices are many varied and entirely yours. It all makes the same scene that we put. How does this game relate to Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent? If you've played the mobile game, Octopath, this game's setup may sound familiar. That's because Octopath Traveler 0 is inspired by the story elements and gameplay ideas from that game. I think this is the same exact line that we saw in the producer message video. This new entry in the Octopath Traveler series has been designed as a full-fledged console and PC RPG, takes the acclaimed story from the mobile release, but reworks it into a new story content and streamlines the overall story for a more compelling experience. It features a new script of entirely new narrative elements, including new backstories for playable characters. Okay. They forgot to add an open parentheses, but that's okay. As well as full voice acting that brings many twists and turns home more effectively. Similarly, Champions of the Continent features battle with 8 character parties, takes that idea and refines it to create more strategically satisfying skirmishes. Someone really wanted to say this, strategically satisfying skirmishes. Someone got really excited to be paid to write that. Rehousing. Oh, this one we see something a little different. So restoration begins. Progress to the main story. Kindlers of the Flame. Wait, is that the same as? No. So okay, so it seems like we do like the Kindlers of the Flame is the beginning. Then we were rekindling the flame. Maybe the flame unkindled a little bit. It also brings an entirely new feature, such as the town building to restore your hometown, a substantial new element of the game that's fun and rewarding in equal measure. In short, it's best of both worlds. The main story and ideas of the mobile game combined with the fact that you don't have to play a gacha game. Okay, and we got a lot of people here. Seeing if I recognize any of these, not really. So yeah, so we probably get Lorana, and that's how we do the enkindling and all that. Hiroto Suzuki. Theme of this game is embark on an adventure of your own creation. Okay, so rather than an adventure of your own creation, you create your own characters from scratch with the character editor. The name Octopath 0 conveys the idea you're starting from scratch. You're starting from the beginning. Whether you play the first game of the series, Champions of the Continents, or none of them, we pack this game with original experiences that can be enjoyed by anyone. A full interview with Suzuki about the game we published on the Square Enix blog in the coming days. Please check it out. Show me. Show me. Show me. Show me. Now! Okay. I will, I'll keep an eye out for this. This is the everything you need to know, which is, what this is, yeah? Well, they don't know. This is everything you need to know. This video. How do I get this game? It's on all the things. Anyone who pre-orders the game will get 2 revitalizing gems and Icewind Mastery. Mastery is interesting. I might like have the option to be like what's it called? Like different levels to skills and whatnot. So that's interesting. Or maybe it's just the fact that you can like teach Icewind to like anyone. 3 editions of the game are available below: Standard Edition, Deluxe Edition, and then the if you're able to pre-order. Digital art book. It also includes the Deluxe Traveler provisions, which are all these things. Oh, they showed the skills. So Triple Strike Mastery, SP Saver Mastery, and Extra JP. Holy! And then they give you all the nuts, which is interesting. So in COTC, the nuts were experienced nuts, but that was the case because you would get a lot of characters that you would have to grind up. So back to the stat nuts is interesting. It does beg the question, are they farmable? They were farmable in Octo 2. They weren't farmable in Octo 1. But if you can get multiple instances of them, then like maybe it's not a big deal. But if there are a limited number of nuts in the game, that could be interesting for a long game like this with lots of characters. You know, could depend on like where you want to like allocate your stats. Maybe they have a thing where you can get a lot of nuts, but each character can only consume a certain amount of nuts, or I don't know. Really makes you think. Really makes you think. And then there's the collector's edition, which has so much stuff. So all the deluxe edition content: 8-sided the dice, the most annoying playing card set your friends will have. The gaming mat, the ring of the Flamebringer, the arrangement. This soundtrack will be released separately for a market will say, oh wait, how do I hold on. I can't buy it for the I can't buy it for PC. I'll have to like get the collector's edition for like Switch or something. What? New merchandise pre-orders are on pause, effective April 9th. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god. Wait, whoa. Okay, this can't devolve into a Nier thing, but I'm wait. This is so cute. Oh my god. Wait, I need this? Wait, what else is there? Oh, there's stuff with like reincarnation. I wish I knew what reincarnation. I wish I could play that game. Is this an acrylic stand? Dude. I didn't. Okay, hold on, wait. Lock in. I need to. Hold on. I'm coming back for you. We're putting you over here. Anyways, where am I at? Oh yeah, okay, here. So, with share. Oh wait, the HE2D series on X the Everything app. Okay. Wait, so they have an actual like page strictly for all the HE2D things. Okay, so there's the Tales of Elliot.
In the beginning.
The beginning. This looks like it's the yeah. This is the Square Enix announcement trailer. It doesn't look like anything different. Nope. I was looking to see if it's Cyrus and stuff. It's not possible to upgrade the Switch version to the Switch 2 version. Once purchased, there will be no plans for an option to upgrade the Switch 2 version in the future. Please make sure you purchase the correct version. Oh! Interesting. Okay. You should note this for any switchers in the chat. But, Dragon Quest stuff. That's cool. Announced that. Oh, sharing special artwork by Naoki Ikushima. To celebrate 2 newly announced thetas. And a special message from the Asano? From Team Asano? Adventures of Elliot Millennium Tracks is the first RPG in the HD2, first action RPG. Wait, I need to check this trailer out, because I was at work when people sent me all the stuff about Octo-Zero, or Octo-Zero, as you can see. Check it out whether you're a fan of the action series or if you feel like recent action games are too difficult. Oh, interesting. This artwork is a collaboration piece with the Octopath Traveler 0 that was announced the same day in this entry. You're the protagonist, yada yada. Be grateful, please enjoy both games. Wait, this is awesome. There's a cat. A Flamebringer, yeah. There's a little Kate. That's cool. That's really cool. This is a cool. Oh, I see. The fairy is part of the Elliot game. The producer message. Oh, hello, screenshots. So this is a screenshot that we've seen before. Well, actually, we haven't seen them like running around. These are all standard. They just had this screenshot in the Twitter account. I didn't have to go searching for anything. That's okay. Okay, this looks like the Nintendo announcement, which is the 1 minute 14-second one. And then this is the Elliot game, which I'll have to check out. But that's not what this is all about.
There was nothing.
There was nothing. Yeah. Okay, what else is there? Squeenix on X, Squeenix on Blue Sky, sure. Damn. Okay. 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 What else did I have? What's this? Is this oh okay, okay, is this the yes, okay, this is the important thing. So this is the thing that they did with Octopath 2, where on the Square Enix website they had all the characters and stuff every time like a new thing was announced. Now I can't read Japanese, but we will let Google Translate try its best. Did I select to keep it in Japanese? Am I stupid? English. Okay. So you can pre-order. There's the date. We got all 8 people in a line. That's crazy. That's such a big line. Oh, background music? This is new. Also, wait, no. That was, go back. Hold. Give me this video. BG Wrapped, maybe. Not the following Lee show. BG Movie? Play BG Movie? BG Movie Rap. I'm a fucking computer science wizard. Okay, I just want to be able to pause. Okay. HP short version 02. So some of these, so I can't scroll. I can't, can I do this in? Oh, I got a can. Oh, it's probably because it's listing it as views. These are some interesting scenes, though. We don't feel like we see, like, a lot of these stuff. Like, this scene in particular. Probably, yeah, so it's them finding someone to, like, start with them with the town. They get Fen in here. We're moving around. Draw the different spaces, as I like to do. Hi, Macy. Oh, and we're going into... Wait, this is a new space. This looks like the Flatlands area, probably leading... maybe like away from Atlas Dam. This is the Coastlands area. We find that thief guy. And now we're in the Clifflands. I think this is a Scholar. And then we're in the Riverlands. No, this is a Scholar. Oh, never mind. We got them all. Oh, and then we got this character. Outside of Sunshade. And now we're in the Highlands. Looks like a dancer, I would have to assume. Because that's like probably one of the only classes that we're missing. And then we're in the Coastlands. We're on the boat. So this is straight up a dungeon in Bestower of Fame. This is the end of the Bestower of Fame dungeon. Straight up, this is Bestower of all 7. This is Bestower of all 7. This is the end. This is literally a dungeon in the game. I'm not gonna go to it because traveling to it is like a pain. But this is literally, I literally see this. This is the dungeon. This is the dungeon through Bestower of all 7, where you're going through different. This is like the boat section of the BOA 7 dungeon. And then there's fucking heaven from BOA 8. Okay. I'm glad I was able to look at that. What is this? What's this link? Hello? Hello? Hi? Copy link address? What are we doing here? It's the same thing. Cool. Alright. Okay. Sorry, Square Enix, for breaking your website a little bit. I mean, obviously it's not doing anything to you, but if you watch this video, you might be mad at me. Took Data Link campaign. Original card game? Dude. I'm gonna be so annoying about this game. 2 minutes 18 seconds. Wait, isn't this a little different?
まだ世界が無であった時 はじめに母なる神オルサが生まれ、この世界オルステラを作る。
Wait, this feels like it's different. This might show something different. We're gonna run through this and just see what's up. And see if anything catches my eyes.
オクトパストラベラーシリーズに
So far it's the
最新作が登場。今作はあなた
In
自
Octopath
身が
2,
主
there were
人公。
some like small differences.
炎を放ってやったぞ。貴様らが大好きな炎。
They even show the same
仲間たちと共に
voice lines.
故郷の町を復興しましょう。
もう一度ここでみんなの笑顔が見たいよ。君がどんな道を選んだとしても、私は君を尊重したい、支えていきたい。
やれやれ、昔からだ。全部一人で背負おうとすんのは。
Okay, this looks to be pretty similar.
ウィッシュベールに安寧を。私も力になります。
自分だけの町を作れるタウンビルド。
Interesting.
よし、完成。
Yes.
新たな8人編成バトル。
道は同じ。
Wait, actually, really funny. As a thing that I think they did. Oh, I think I need to be viewing it in actual YouTube to use the frame by frame
道は
controls. Did I hallucinate? No, I didn't. It shows damage of the attack on a broken enemy.
8人編成バトル。
It shows like one frame of it. 533. Icons look pretty similar to what we've seen before. Wait, one, or this is two. Yeah, literally 2 frames. We can also see that Fen has the physical counter, which I think just drives home the fact that actually it might not be like yeah. So it's probably like an equipment that you can equip, or like a passive skill that you can have.
道は同じだよ。
Regen.
よろしくお願いします。
Show me the sauce.
さあ、授業の時間だ。
No.
オルステラ大陸で描かれるゼロから始まる物語。
Okay, yeah. Oh, they show
オ
more
クトパス
stuff.
トラベラーゼロは2000
So they show the collector's edition stuff, and then they also show the digital deluxe version, and then they show the hey, you get these. Oh, they actually show what they look like in game. That's pretty cool. I don't like this standing gate. I like the Octopath statue. That one looks pretty cute. This is like a demon. This shouldn't be. This is like not natural. You know what I mean? Anyways. Octopath Traveler 0 announcement trailer. About. Can we get image translations on this? Hello? More? Thoughts? Movie? Oh, it just put me right in the movie. Movie, hello. Release date announcement trailer. Is this the same thing? 218? Wait. What? Yeah. Yeah, same stuff. Traveler! Oh! Hello? Hello? Oh, you. Me, main character. You are the main character. I love silly Google translations. Use character makeup to customize your appearance, voice, favorite food, and even the social skills to your liking. Show me some stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to do all that. Hi, hello, steer. Wait, well, let me see the rest of this. Whether you pursue the path of revenge or pave the way for characters, all up to you. So on a journey, create the story you want to tell. Oh, we get to see. Oh, whoa! What in the hell? Oh, so that's the. It's a 2-hit attack. Okay, so that's the upheaval. It's a 2-hit attack. Hero abilities. You can choose from 8 different jobs, and as the story progresses, special moves are unlocked. More. Show me more. Show me more. Special moves. Oh my god, front row heal? Aelfric the Sacred Fire healing. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I just missed this part of the animation. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Pretty strong heal. Recovers HP and abnormal statuses for all allied frontline or rear line units. So this doesn't seem correct. It looks like it's just healing the front row. And then it, like, ends the animation. Wait. Go back. Go back. Traveler background. Contents. I feel like contents has got to be it, yeah? Traveler details. Time on the footer. Skill selection animation on. Show me in skill, swiper container. Show me videos. Video links. Movie. Wait. This doesn't work, does it? I can't just like throw this in Google and it's gonna work. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, so it's just a baked file into it. That makes sense. They hate me. I just want to see. No, go back, go back. This is okay. I want to see that menu. Show me the menu. Show me the menu. Okay. Okay. Image translator. I guess we can try Google. Images. Allow. Okay, Aelfric the Sacred Flame healing. Special move release. I feel like that might be, like, change. Maybe not. I don't want to read too much into it. All allied frontline or rear line recovered, or do you choose if you want to target the front or the back row? That's interesting. That's never been like an option in COTC before. That's really cool. Oh, you can boost it. You can boost it. Oh, this must be his latent power. It is. It is. Yes, you can see it. He's like being used, and then at the end of it, his latent power, bonk, and then it goes away. It's like a little, the visual's a little buggy, I think, but I think this is latent power. Oh my god, that's probably what the these are probably not latent powers. These are probably like ultimate charges. And you can charge up your ultimate abilities with them and then use them with this. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay, I think that's what it is. Can I get this like on a big image? Can I enhance? Enhance! Theft? I can't really like, I don't read Japanese, like I don't know exactly what these individual symbols could be, and like I have no way of being able to figure it out, but maybe his different job things, so he has like the Aelfric option, then you have maybe a thief option down here. Level 2, all allies recovers HP and abnormal status effects and revives. Level 3 further increases the recovery amount. Okay. That's really cool. That's really cool. So it looks like this is an ultimate ability, and that's what these icons adjust. I thought about that because the Y button on console for Octopath 2 corresponds to the latent power gauge, or at least like the left button on like the face button. So like Y on Nintendo Switch, X on Xbox, square on PlayStation, right? Like that button. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So it does look like it. It does look like the character's ultimates are probably going to be like corresponding to this, is what I would imagine. And also that our main character gets multiple ultimates, and that the ultimates can be boosted, which is really interesting. and hero abilities. You can choose from 8 different jobs in a store to progress. Special moves are unlocked. Okay, so our bro grows. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing different there. And we get Stia. Childhood friend of the protagonist, daughter of the architect Labor. Interesting. She always helps her father. Her dream is to become a carpenter who travels the world. That's cool. She has a squirrel. Occupation abilities. Jobs ability. Oh! She has like an amputate style skill. Bang! Okay. So she's got multiple... So notably, actually, this skill doesn't allow you to change the weapon of... the type of weapon that you use. Wait, actually, did our guy have that option? No. So maybe it was just a choice for that character. Maybe it was a mistake. Who knows? It's all, you know, these are all like early stuff, so it's possible to all have mistakes. I see her BP regen. Here an SP regen as well for 80 SP. I believe it's a front row regen because we actually saw in this... Nope. This is why you always check multiple trailers, gang. Because there's information in some that aren't in others. In this one, the whole front row has an SP regen and BP regen, which is... I'm going to assume that Bestie over here, Stia, is casting both of those, right? She's just like popping off. So, yeah, casting SP regen and BP regen is probably what those skills in her kit are. An architect's special job that excels in support. Your architect can learn many special support skills that lead your allies to victory in battle. Uses the axe and dagger. That's pretty cool. That's kind of interesting because in Octopath and in the main series games, right, Apothecary and Dancer were 2 classes that only had one weapon equipped to them, axe or dagger. And now there's a character that has both of them equipped. So I just think that's pretty neat. So we can, I wish I could pause here. Oh, actually, wait, I can just take a screenshot. What am I doing? One of those costs 0 SP, which I think is interesting. We have first aid, classic. Dude, leave the chop. Let's fight. I love let's fight. That's awesome. So, full power, probably just a stronger version. Hira, don't know what that means. BP passer, SP passer, reinforced passer. Interesting. So if we assume that like the BP and SP skills are regen skills, reinforced regen. Or maybe just granting, right? Like grant BP, grant SP, grants reinforcements. But the fact that it costs 0 SP is very interesting, right? Because usually stuff that costs 0 SP, well, nothing usually costs 0 SP, right? It usually costs like a very minimal amount. Like share, not share SP, but like donate BP, analyze, stuff like that. So I do wonder what the 0 cost reinforced passer could be. It could be like defense buffs. It could be standard like just HP regen. I think HP regen is probably the makes the most amount of sense, but costing 0 SP doesn't make it doesn't add up, right? It also there's like seems like a bit more text. Oopsies, where am I going? Seems like there's a bit more text there that gets cut off. I wonder, wait, actually, can I? Here, now we have, like, a good amount of space. Oh, wait, no. Oh, actually, we don't know, I guess. Because the ultimate... Wait, actually, hold on. We can... sorry. Let's do this first. Let's check this. Reinforced passer. Okay, so it's more of the same. Hi. Special move. Yep. The ultimate. So I don't know why I closed out of that. I might need that later. Okay. So we talked about how you might be able to boost ultimate skills with the level of wait, then let's unlucky, what can you do? With like how the translation for the main character's ultimate looked with that. But it might be like you might like level up the ultimate as your character like grows, right? So where do we see, I think it was in this one where we saw ultimate technique. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was the producer video.
Battles with.
I think it was the producer video, right? Let's see. Try to find some combat. The section where we showed off the main character.
するかを選び、あなただけのパーティーを編成して、8人
But
編
we
成バト
come
ル。
back again, I believe. Yes, in this
バト
section.
ルは前衛と後衛を交代しながら戦うことができる新たなバトル。バトルを有利に進めるために必要なブーストポイントも前衛。
Okay, so this is changing some theories around actually. Now that we're looking back at this, we can see that the icon for the what we assume is the ultimate is empty, but it does have like, you know, the shining border, right? Which could mean that the ultimate is like not ready, and also he doesn't show us. So mean. But the ultimate is like, it kind of looks ready
よ
right
り
from
スピ
this
ーディーで
menu.
戦略的な戦いを楽しむことができます。前衛のブースト攻撃でブレイクしたエネミーに対して
Also, notably, ultimate technique is like, it doesn't go away.
前衛のブースト攻撃でブレイクしたエネミーに対して
Like the whole menu doesn't change when the character comes in. It just like grays out learned skills because Trust doesn't. It's like stupid, I guess. It doesn't learn anything. But oh wait, actually, I didn't even check to see how this affects turn order.
でブレイクしたエネミーに対して後衛でも強力
Oh my God, it does. I totally. How did I not see this? Yeah, it totally does change where she is in turn order. If she moves, so that's interesting because that was a whole deal with like, with, yeah, you know, the like because with what am I saying? Okay, so like with COTC, you know, turn order is fixed, and if turn order is random here, then switching characters, are they gonna like maintain turn order? They're not. They just also, so like all 8 characters have like a spot in turn order, like decided, I would assume, and then switching just shows where they are in that turn order, right? But it also shows that like Tressa could use her ultimate. Our main character could also have used his ultimate, so it's interesting what that is about. But he doesn't have like his gauge is like empty, right? Like the color is like it's just blank. So that's interesting. So we still don't know exactly how ultimates work, at least like definitively. I guess like even the theory that it's tied to these like latent power gauges or looking gauges is like kind of unsubstantiated. All we have to really go off of is the fact that it uses the Y button, right? So I guess yeah, take it all with a grain of salt. Wait. Okay, so and as Tressa does spend BP, the ultimate remains at level 1, which means that the like extra levels that we were talking about, like the level 2 and 3 enhancements, probably are some sort of like permanent upgrade you can apply to the ultimate abilities. Our buddy Fen has the counter again. Special moves. Okay, so her ultimate is BP and SP. That's her ultimate. Oh! Well, all I need to do was spend like 2 seconds to figure out Oh, that's what we missed. So this animation where she turns around and cheers everyone on. Ba 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 ba. That's full BP and SP support. Nice, okay, we got it. Oh my god. +2? +2? Uh-oh. Full support. Grants all allied or rear line units 1x BP recovery and automatic SP recovery for 2 turns. Level 2 effect turns +2. Okay, that's pretty good. So I imagine maybe her her SP skill isn't SP regen then. So this probably isn't. I think she does have BP regen because let's see. Wait, I think it's right after this, yeah?
To find the people who took our home from us.
Wait.
You're going to find the people who took our home from us.
This could also be her ultimate. Full cheer, right? I mean, that's what this translates to. It's full support. Full cheer. So she was able to just use them 2 turns back to back. This might have been a dev thing. Or maybe, I don't know, ultimates are like way easier to charge. But we can see that it was level 3. Right? So whatever that is, we couldn't see. But we also don't see the end of the animation. We just assume that it's BP regen and that's it. But it could also be the SP regen that this ultimate we see being applied. Full support. Grants all allied frontline or relines 1 XP and automatic XP recovery for 2 turns. Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, next. Fen. Or should I call you Fen? Hunter. A vigilante from Wishvale. He has lived in the town since losing his parents. He acts like a good older brother to the protagonist. That's cute. Occupation ability. He is a hunter who can act as shields for allies. It's also to strengthen and counter your own physical defense. As you grow, you have an advantage against enemy attacks. Looks like we have a multi-hit. No, it's yep. Single target 2 hit. Could be random target as well. Let's see if we can grab some here. Let's not. Okay. Let's grab some of these and see what's up. A strong axe skill. He's got a wind skill even. Here, let's open this up. Let's fight. Rapid fire, iron attack, or maybe like iron defense, body press, perchance. Double cut, so a 2-hit axe attack. Mitsuya of humiliation. That's insane. So it looks like to be a status move. Maybe it's like our status effect. Maybe it's like a debuff to the enemy. Concentration, whirlwind, skull edge. It doesn't look like it uses a weapon. Interesting. Concentration probably buffs herself. Iron something, iron will maybe, I don't know. Interesting. Let's see what his ultimate is. It targets everyone at a baseline. Holy shit! Yo, damage prevention. This is damage reduction. Oh, you asshole! Grants damage reduction to all allies for 2 turns. Yeah. Let's see what the higher levels are. So it's like inherently all allies. Oh, damn it! I tried to be on the quick foot. It didn't work. What? That doesn't mean anything. Okay. Anyways. No, I'm trying to like get it before it happens, but I just don't need to. Wait. Okay. Run it back. 3 times the charm. 3 times the charm. Okay, looks like maybe 1 extra turn duration for level 2. Increased effective duration, further increase in effect. Probably duration by another turn. That could be like really, really good. If it's 2 turns of, it's not like usually, because I think these damage reduction buffs in COTC are charges. They're like instance based. Like every time you take damage, it removes one instance of these. So you need to like, it only kind of helps you. But this being applied for the whole turn means this must be like, this is gonna be really strong. But it also like probably has to be like much smaller in scale. When we figure out like how much this is, like this could kind of determine if this is like insanely broken or if it's just like kind of neat survivability aspect. But also survivability buffs in Octopath, while broken, like are never really usually very necessary because the games are broken offensively as well, and killing enemies before they kill you is pretty damn good. All right, Lorena, or as she's called in these parts, Lorena. She's a priest. She's a cleric. A Decan of Wishvale, perhaps because he supported his grandmother, who was also a priest. Okay. So Laura supported her grandmother, who was a priest. She's now said to be more knowledgeable about the teachings of the Sacred Flames and the Priest of Flames Grace. What do we got? Priest who is responsible for healing allies by utilizing continuous recovery, SP recovery, automatic revival. It is this. Expected to be particularly effective in long-term battles. And she gets fans. Okay, so clerics getting staff and fans. Pretty cool. That makes a lot of sense that we're not using, dude, what? I keep doing this. I see, okay, I see the encore buff. I see sidestep, continuous sidestep. What? Huh? Ice damage, lightning damage buff, elemental defense buff. Wait. What are we doing here? Why is there perma sidestep? Why is she invulnerable to all things physical? Send her against Winnie Healed. Girl, get out of the church. Octopath 1 needs you. Alright, what do we got? Healing light. Ice fog of sleep? Okay. This is a Deltarune reference. Magical Steel Rod, Moon's Peace, or Miraculous Veil. Okay, I'm gonna assume Miraculous Veil has something to do with Reflective Veil because Veil. Moon's Peace might, or Miraculous Veil has to do, maybe is like automatic revival. Moon's Peace I feel like is like this 30 SP cost skill is probably the automatic revival. We do actually see the bludgeon again. The wasn't it on this one? Was it on this one or was it a different one where we saw a cleric? Wait, no. It was in the producer message because the cleric used a skill. Right. And we go over to the cleric. No. Wait, hold. Yeah, wait, no, Brain Bash. The Brain Bash skill here. Go back. The Brain Bash skill, which can be changed, which can change the weapon that you're using, right? So, perhaps this is a Lorena thing, because we haven't seen it on anyone else, but we do see that it's back, right? So that she still has it. So that means the cleric in particular can probably change this from being a fan skill, a staff skill to a fan skill, since those are her weapons. That's interesting. I'm still like, what's going on with this permanent sidestep bonus? Also, what's going on here? Ice damage bonus, lightning damage bonus, on her, who doesn't have, I don't believe she has lightning or ice moves. What? Run it back? Stia, what's going on here? There's no elements here. Why does she have buffs? Lightning and ice damage buffs. These are classic. There's also permanent, which means they're probably passive abilities. So they're probably like testing equipment or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Pop off. And then I'm gonna assume, yeah. So this is the Brain Bash. This is probably the Revive skill. This is probably Reflective Veil. Moon's Peace. Maybe it's an AOE healing. Magic Steel Rod might be like Elemental Break or something like that. Ice Fog of Sleep, so maybe it's an AoE ice attack that like might put enemies to sleep or something like that. Here, let's see what her ultimate is. Oh, so this gives encore to the front row. Oh, oh, this is a cool animation. Fuck yeah. Get it, girly. Okay, this just looks like as you level up, it increases the duration or the HP granted by the self revive. When all allies, okay, just grant the ability to revive, auto revive, 50% max HP, level 2 revive for 75, level 3 revive for the 100%. Okay, that's cool. Which probably means that these probably aren't revives, and this probably fuck the veil, and maybe this is the permanent sidestep skill. Who the fuck knows, dude? What the hell? What the hell? She doesn't have it here. They got rid of it. What is going on here? Special moves. Yep, that's about it. Maiden's Miracle. Okay. What else did I think this is it? Is this it? Here, let me check the server. And let's see in the news, the producer video, website, the direct announcement. I think that's it. I think that's it. Cool. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh wait, system. There's more. There's more. They're putting me in the mines. Unique features of this game, basic elements. Character creation, town build, selectability. A new selectability system has been... What is going... Oh my god. I'll never be free. Character creation, it's you. Oh my god, that's crazy. Town build. Oh, you get to put people in houses? That's cool. It's now available, allowing you to rebuild your building freely. You can also invite your friends. Like on the Nintendo Switch. Like my friends on the Nintendo Switch. My friends on Steam. I can invite my friends. People you meet. Maybe it just means the next number of buildings can be placed varies. I don't think this is multiplayer. I think this is just like translated. It's probably talking about the NPCs that you meet, right? Level 1. Yeah. Okay. Can be placed varies based... Wait, what? The maximum number of buildings that can be placed varies depends on the hardware? Based on the processing power of each hardware, however, there are no differences in game content, such as the story or obtainable items. Huh? Isn't this kind of insane? Shouldn't they have, like, standardized it? Huh. God, the speedrun category is gonna... People are gonna go nuts over the category, over like the leaderboards. A new selectability system has been introduced, which allows you to equip character-specific special moves and abilities that can be unleashed in times of need. By training your allies, you can also let other allies learn select abilities. So you can teach your ultimate. Are we talking about ultimates here? Bro got Ice Wind, and then girl has the full cheer support skill, which is interesting. Why is her latent power gauge red here, but blue here? It's blue here, but it's red here. What's going on? There's something they're not telling us. Apers command battle, form your own battle. Whoa! Look at the menu. Look at this. Yeah, it's about expected. And then we have the stuff. Yeah, and then we have all the 8 people. We've seen this before. A new battle system where you switch between the front line and rear line positions and enjoy faster, more strategic battles. Whoa! Field commands! Wait. Oh my god! Wait, you see the path actions. Okay, so we have Inquire, we have Purchase, and we have Invite to the Home. So, you can't purchase from everyone. You can purchase from this guy, and you can battle him to go home. To take him home. Which is, you know, you do you. He also has some items. He's got a shield. He's got a thing. Chance 100%. So maybe it's by chance, and then it's by like combat. And then it's also in treat, which so we have the reputation system from, or the influence system from COTC here, we can see, so the different influence levels, usually you gain these by leveling up characters, or completing quests. So characters will have assigned influence values, or influence to them, right? So a character will be fame influence, or power influence, or wealth influence, right? And by leveling them up, you can increase the amount of influence that you have. And the amount of influence you have makes your path action stronger, not like the level of your characters or anything like that, right? So like the percent chance, like based on like your fame influence, for example. And you might need like a certain power influence. Like you can see this guy also has a power influence. This guy is also a power influence, but for some reason their path actions are different. Okay, this guy's fame, so you can use entreat to be like, hey, I'm famous, you should give me this stuff. And for some reason this guy has really low standards, and even though we're only level 1, we're getting them for 100%. You see? He's got a bow, he's got probably a wind soulstone, and then he's maybe got some items. So similar, but it looks like it sort of adapted the menu to be more similar to the Octopath, the main series Octopath Traveler games menus, rather than the COTC menus. Break and boost. Reduce to 0. Enter a break where the enemy is unable to act. The broken enemy will be temporarily unable to act. That's what they said. Defense will also be reduced, giving you a chance to attack or recover. It doesn't look like there's anything new here. We got the frogs. Nice website. Boost! Boost! I like how these are in all caps. Strengthen your actions with BP. Boost points that accumulate each turn, not only will the number of your attacks be increased, but also the recovery strength of your support skills will also be increased. Use them offensively or defensively, it's up to you. Yippee! It looks like everything is the same here. Octopath Traveler 0. Okay, there's more stuff though. Unique features to this game. Okay, got character creation, then basic elements equipping this down to break and boost and field commands. Okay, cool. About? Let's make sure we're not missing anything important. I don't want to have to like come back. Oh, this is cool. This is new. Show me it. Dude, they immediately like... oh shoot. No. I'm gonna find it. Fuck! Wait. No, it's probably baked into the files. No. That was this. Oh, that's cute. Baked into the files. Messed up. Translate please. Hello? Total number of the game introduced new features such as the character creation. Yeah, yep, Oh wow, look at all these screenshots. Is there anything new here? It doesn't look like it. So far. It's scrolling though. I can't choose how fast it's scrolling. Story! On that day, the protagonist hometown of Wishvale, and then 10 seconds. Go for the red flames. Will you pursue the path of revenge and pay the pay for recovery? It's all up to you. It's all on a journey that you create. HD2D 2.3. Okay. What else is there to do? News? News? These are all the same. I guess I can check this page for new stuff. You can also check this page for new stuff. There's the movie. We went over the movie. Products? Isn't this the same as the news? Are they just gonna go over Switch 2, Switch, PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox, Steam, packaged version, download version. Look at how much yen that is. And then all this stuff. Okay, yeah. This is all stuff that we've like already seen. These are also, yep. This one is a key card. Oh, the main game will be downloaded the first thing to play. An internet connection with 5 GB of free space are required for the download. Please see here for additional fees may require. Free space may be required for updates. Compatible save data storage on Nintendo Online. Okay, I see. So it's gonna be yeah. So fun. Spec. Wow. So cool. I think that's it. All right. So that was a lot. there was a lot that we covered here. I kind of want to, I want to like recap, but I can't remember everything that happened. So you have the option to scroll back. I don't. I can't rewind time. I wish I had the power to do that. That would be kind of cool. But you have captured the time that I've spent doing this in one space, and now you can rewind to go look at the things if you wish to remember specific stuff. I'll probably do chapters and stuff. I'll make sure to get this up at the end of today, maybe, or I won't. I guess we'll see.